Come on! Come on, everybody. How's it going? Come on, United. I hope you're all having a bloody cracker today. Thank you very much to you all for joining me for the watch-along. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? 99 days. Oh, my days, it has been a long time since we've last had a United watch-along. And, there's been a lot going on in the world, but finally, football is back in our lives. Finally, Manchester United are back in our lives. Finally, we are back, baby. So, thank you to everybody that's already in here and waiting for me to start. Thank you very much for getting in here. Let's have a look who's in here, actually. We've got Mikey Smith. How you doing, Mikey Smith? Aaron Homeyard, Clan J, JP, Connor Watt, Poisonous Nut, Matty Rush, Illy United. Who else is in here? Batman Night Fan, Collective Force, Ted Savala, Colin 9855. There's DJ Samuel. There's a bunch of bloody legends in here, so thank you very much for getting here. KMR Lee, Alex the Rinconator, thank you very much for getting here, lad. 50p, how you doing? JW92, Glenn with the super chat straight off the bat there. Nice one, Glenn. Great to be back, it is, lads and lasses. It's great to be, anticipating the game. And all my days am I freaking excited for this one. I'm properly excited for this game. Tottenham versus Manchester United at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a.k.a. the shithouse. Now, apparently it's a state-of-the-art stadium, but, we're going to make it a shithouse today by dropping all sorts of bombs over there. That's what I'm saying. We're going to batter them. That's the feeling I've got anyway. Look, to be honest, it's going to be one of those tentative games, I think. There's a lot at stake. None of these sides, after being out of the game for so long, after not having any football to play for so long and being in the positions they are in the league, neither of these sides, I don't think, will want to lose this game. So are they going to both set up relatively tentatively? It's possible. I mean, we've seen the lineups for the game, everybody. As you can see, it's at the bottom of the screen, scrolling along right now. The team news is out, and as you can see, there's a Spurs team news. They've got Harry Kane starting. He's obviously a fantastic player, one of the best strikers in the world, so you always got to watch out for Harry Kane. United starting 11, as you can see here: David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay's the inclusion in the centre of midfield there, Fred, James, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, and Martial starting, Pogba on the bench. So it's a similar sort of look from what we've seen. In fact, if I just get this up, which was on my video yesterday, I couldn't be asked to make a new one really, but no, there wasn't much time. But it's basically this, but without Matic in there instead of McTominay. So it's a similar sort of a setup as we're sort of expecting as one of the possible options. But there you go. I mean, it looks pretty decent, to be fair. I like the look of it. I don't know what you guys think, but it would have been nice to have seen Pogba start in the game there. But McTominay is definitely a player that deserves to play. He's definitely a player that will fight passionately in United's midfield for us. And he just knows what it is to be a United player. So I'm happy with the inclusion of McTominay in the side. What do you guys think about the lineup today? Do you think it's strong? Alex says no, Alderweireld or Vertonghen. Yes, I mean, and the thing is with Spurs under Jose, they have conceded quite a lot of goals. And if you do look at Spurs' lineup, Davinson Sanchez, they've got a decent sort of a team, but in terms of the backline, is it the best backline they've got? Aurier, Davinson Sanchez, Dyer and Davies, it doesn't sound that great. I think that they could be there to be had, everybody. So I'm feeling pretty positive about it. I know, look, the rest of their team's very, very good indeed. The likes of Harry Kane, the likes of Son Heung-min. I get it. But let's just have a look at their team in a bit more depth, actually. So in the midfield, they've got Sissoko, Winks, and obviously Son Heung-min is just a complete danger man. Lamella, Bergwijn, and Kane. So it's a decent team, but I don't think we've got anything to fear, to be perfectly honest. I think it's a bonus that Lo Celso's not starting either, because I think he's looked pretty damn good for the Tottenham in midfield in a period where they haven't looked that good as a team, but he's actually looked okay. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. We've not gone for the five at the back. We've gone for, a tried and tested system. We've got Bruno there. We're going to hopefully take the game to them today. But like I did say, it's a tentative affair. Jose Mourinho's not going to want to lose this one. Jose can't lose this one. Never mind having bloody egg on your face. He'll have bloody, smeg on his face if he loses this one. It will be a nightmare for Jose. So he doesn't want to lose this one. and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't want to lose this too. It wouldn't be the worst result in the world for United, I don't think, if we did lose or if we didn't get all 3 points, because we do have a lot of the easier teams to come up against for the remainder of the season. If you look at our run-in, we avoid all of the bigger sides apart from, this Tottenham game here, basically. So it's a pretty decent run-in we've got. But still, come on, let's batter up Spurs here. Let's batter up Jose, our ex-manager, a.k.a. that Portuguese Mr. Bean, because he looks like him, to be fair, but a Silver Fox version. And fair play to him, he's a great manager over the years, but I just got a feeling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's going to be patting him on his head again. I bloody loved that, by the way, Solskjaer last time. Can I just say that right at the start? Like, Solskjaer patting Jose Mourinho on the head after beating him, after being, the next season after being United's manager. Oh, that made my year, basically, when that happened. So, nice one. I just love the audacity of it. Yeah, like, it's just so patronising. Hey, you're a bunch of legends for getting in here today. Thank you very much for stopping by. Who is in here, then? Let's see who else is in here. Thank you for joining me. It's about half an hour until kickoff, everyone. 8:15 p.m. UK time is the kickoff time. We'll be watching the game, dissecting it. Actually, there's a game of football on right now. Norwich City getting absolutely battered. It's another 3-0 here. Southampton destroying them. Fair play. We've got to play Southampton, actually, so we don't want them looking too good. But yeah, Norwich looks like they're going to be going down, doesn't it? They're having a bloody nightmare. But Abdullah Irwan, how are you? Matty the Rushmeister, thank you very much. He says, smash a like for the pig. Yeah, if you're tuning in right now, lads and lasses, please do hit that thumbs up button and give it a share on social media if you can. That would really help us out. And thank you for getting in it. Get involved in the live chat as we go along. Rudel says, we're going mantric, pig. We're going ultra mantric, son. Do you know what I mean? We're going to have to get the Kama Sutra out and try and reach different levels of mantra. Anyway, nice one, everybody. Thanks for getting in here today. It's going to be an awesome stream. I've got a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun, and thank you for already waiting for me. Abdullah Irwin, you're a legend. Batman Night Fan, Scujo One, Collective Force. This dude says, I'm here. Great to see you, this dude. Griffo Chaz, what's cracking? Griffo, hope you're all good. Spike Blighty, Ultra Wizbo, Harris Khan, Ice Queen Gaming. There's so many of you legends getting in here. Logan Edwards, how you doing too? Yeah, nice one. Thank you very much for joining me. Aaron Homeyard, shout out to Mary too. Thank you, Ice Queen Gaming, for sharing my live stream on Twitter. Really appreciate that one. Thank you. Aniket Mohan, tuning in as always. Great to see you, Aniket. So wherever you're tuning from in the world, I hope it's all good. I hope there's not too much drama in your local area, whatever's going on. And, viruses and stuff like that. So just wherever you're from, I hope everything's okay for you guys and you're all staying safe and keeping well. Henry Kim, what's going on, mate, as well? 50p. I love the name, 50p. Straight to the point. Colin 9855 says, so how have you and the little piglet been? Yes, we're all good actually, Colin 9855. I can't complain. Pretty spot on, not too bad, very happy that the football's back. I've got my cup of tea here. It's just, I've just been doing absolutely piss all the last few months. Like I said, done nothing, basically, apart from doing streams online. Haven't seen, my missus much, haven't seen family much, haven't seen anybody much. Basically just been a complete hermit. But you know what? I kind of like it. No, but I needed that structure and that excitement and that joy and that's something to be looking forward to of having the football on. Like, I'm sure a lot of you feel the same. Like, we just got this absolute mangasmic buzz at the moment just because the football's back on. Like, we were watching the Arsenal game the other day. I don't know if I've enjoyed a game so much that wasn't really had any importance or wasn't even that good of a game, and didn't include, United, or it was just Arsenal versus Man City in a game coming back, but because it was the only sort of big game we've had for a long time, one of the first ones back, it was like such a spectacle. Plus David Luiz absolutely shat the bed again, and it was just a hilarious watch. And so I just missed it so much. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you have, and I'm so happy that it's back in our lives. Manchester United football in general, we've got a long hot summer of football coming. We've got obviously to finish the Premier League campaign off, and then after that we've got the Europa League to finish up with Manchester United in the latter stages of that competition. What's it, last 16 or last 32? Can't even remember now. Against Last Linz, we're 5-0 up on aggregate, so we could go on and win that competition. Hopefully, we're still in that. That's going to be concluded in August, and I would imagine the new Premier League season will be starting in September time. So yeah, I mean, there's so much football coming coming up, everybody. It's brilliant. We've really missed it. And just get in there, my son. Smash a like on it. Give it a share if you can. And let's get stuck into it, everybody. So then, what's your predictions for the game today? I'm going for the same prediction I had yesterday. I'm just feeling bold and I'm feeling optimistic. I think we're going to win the game and I think we're going to go there and we're going to take the game to them. It's going to be 2-1 to Manchester United with Rashford and potentially Bruno Fernandes getting on the score sheet. But we'll see. I mean, that's just obviously a complete guess. I did get the result bang on for the Man City-Arsenal game though, but don't have a bet on it. Basically, is what I'm saying. Aniket Mohan thinks it's going to be 2-1 to United as well. Mikey Smith says 3-1 to United. Goog says 2-0 to United. The Collective Force says 3-1 United. 50p says 2-0 for sure. Sweet. Scoojo1 says 2-0 United. Thing is, I'm not so sure if it's that realistic that we keep a clean sheet at the moment. I mean, it's been a long time out. I don't think everybody's going to be, in terms of the back line, is going to be properly on the ball. I think there might be a couple of errors in there from both sides today. We'll see. And I have got a feeling that, Harry Kane is always a threat. If you get the ball to him in the right position, he's going to cause you a few problems. So I think maybe they will score. That's why I'm going for the 2-1. But I just think United will have too much firepower and we'll batter them right up. Spike Blighty says 2-0 Rashford and James. Fair play. Yeah, James, let's talk about that because James was maybe one of those players that wouldn't be starting the game today just because, He's not as good as like some of the other players, like in all honesty, like Rashford or Martial, or even like Pogba's and stuff. But James to me is a good player. I haven't been one of those people that have criticised him at all. But I know earlier in the season he had a spell when he had a bit of a ropey spell of form. But the fact of the matter is he was a young lad coming up from the Championship, and he didn't really expect to have that sort of level of responsibility or impetus put on him. And considering the performances that he had and the fact that he was thrust in there and he wasn't 100% fit as well most of the time, like you could see that, he did actually pretty well. So, I think he's fully fit, raring to go. Dan James, crikey, especially playing on the counter-attack, like get the ball to him. He's just going to take it for you. He can take players on. He scored a few goals. He's a good player. So, I'm happy with the inclusion of it. I think if you look at our front line, crikey, we've got a heck of a lot of pace up there, man. Marcus Rashford, Tony Martial, Daniel James, and then, of course, think about Bruno Fernandes just sitting in that hole there, just creating and hopefully, pulling the strings and being that Portuguese harpist that we've come to love in such a short spell of games. Eric Schoon says, hi everyone. I'm just going to have to go get a tissue, lads and lasses. Do you know what I mean? Basically, I've got a bit of congestion on the go and it's just annoying me. So I'm just going to be back in a second, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Absolute heroes. Thank you for joining me. Over 60 of you legends in here half an hour before the game bloody starts. Thank you so much for stopping by. Smash that like button. I'll be back in uno momento. Just going to go blow my nose. There's Louis van Gaal. Nice one. Sorry about that. That was rancid. When you just get like one nostril just filled up. Well, you don't want to. You don't want to hear this right now. We've got United to look forward to. Come on. Right. Let's delve into your comments then again, everybody. Alex says Twanzebe and Jones are hurt. Right. Okay. So they're not. They're the only injury issues that we've got right now. Mikhail Kramer knows the song. Yeah, he knows the LVG rap song that we made a few years ago. Nice one there, Mikhail. Top man. Colin9855. Jay Harrod. There's a bunch of you legends popping in here as well that we haven't seen from a while, I don't think. So it's great to have you back in here. And thank you very much for joining us. Connor Watt, he says, how's the hen doing? No idea. Haven't heard from him for ages. The guy's a melter. What can I say? But hopefully he's not going to be doing well after this game anyway. When Spurs get battered up by Manchester United. But yes, it's fantastic to have all you heroes in here. Get involved in the live chat as we go along and give us your thoughts and opinions. Jonathan Cullen says, there's the legendary hat. Here it is, my friend. And it is hot as anything right now. I don't know why I do it to myself. It's bloody June. What sort of a twat am I sat here wearing a bloody Russian boomchanka? Sorry, it's not even called a boomchanka. I'm just so used to saying boomchanka. It's called a ushanka. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not too bad, Jay. Not too bad. Keep him pretty well, mate. Keep him pretty well. You're right, Collective Force. There's a bunch of legiondes in here. Some serious legends, yourself included. Griffo Chaz says, my prediction is 2-1 United. Can't we keep a clean sheet against Kane, Son and co? Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Jay thinks it's going to be 3-1 to Manchester United. JD says, come on, United. Italy United says, Louis van Gaal. Do you know what? Louis van Gaal was actually a good manager. If you look at the achievements over his career, he was a good manager. And he won the FA Cup for Manchester United. But yeah, the style of football. Oh my days, what was he doing? It was sickening, wasn't it? Talk about crab football, you know. I think he emphasises crab, sidey, passy football better than anybody else. We saw it with Moisey, we saw it with Jose. But Louis van Gaal, he was the king crab. You know what I mean? He literally had those crabs he basically used to sellotape boxing gloves to all the players' hands during training and get them to run around acting like they had pincers. Do you know what I mean? Oh my days. Anyway. Have you ever been nipped by a crab? They got a bit nasty, aren't they? Collective Forces don't think the players were playing his style quick enough. Hey, that's a fair point. I mean, he sort of had to play a certain style, I think, to actually adapt to the players that Manchester United had as well. Because I don't think we had a lot to choose from, really. I mean, okay, you could argue that over the last 7 years, there's not really been that much great stuff to choose from at all. But, Louis van Gaal, what was he, because he was playing like the Dutch team style with the three at the back for a while, and then it wasn't working, and it was just, it was a bit of a calamity under Louis. It was so bloody slow and dreary and drab. Matty Rush says, full-time, Norwich City have been battered 3-0 by Southampton here, everybody. So yeah, that's finished 3-0. You'd expect Norwich City to go down. I'm just going to have a look at the foot of the table. I know they're dead last, though, and having a complete bloody nightmare. So Norwich, yeah, they're on 21 points, 29 games in. They're going down, aren't they? I mean, there's a gulf of 6 points between them and Watford in 17th place, which is only 6 points, but they just don't look like they're going to be winning any games. Coming up against Southampton, who are at the moment 14th in the league, that's the sort of game that a team like Norwich City would have to win right now in order to, stake a claim to actually staying up. Because this relegation battle is hotting up, and those are the crunch games that you've got to win against the sort of teams around you that are winnable games. Nobody's expecting Norwich to batter Manchester United, for instance, but Southampton at home at Carrow Road, you've got to be doing better than getting smashed up 3-0. So I do think Daniel Farke's Norwich City are going to be going down. It's a shame, really. I think he's a nice bloke. Actually, I like Daniel Farke, and I like the team. And it's always nice having Norwich in the Premier League, because when you come up against them, you can say, let's be having you. Where are you? And all that, which I'm a fan of. VJ Anand says, welcome back, everyone. How are you? VJ Anand, I am not doing too bad. Yeah, all good. I hope you're good as well, VJ. Thank you for stopping by over here today, mate. JP, he says, Matt, he brought in a bunch of Dutch players and they all flopped. Yeah, I guess he sort of did, really. But, I mean, Daley Blind was a good signing, wasn't he, really? I thought he was a good player. Like, even if you look at him now over at Ajax, like, he's done well. We could have probably done with keeping Daley Blind at United, to be fair. That was a Louis signing, wasn't it? But yeah, did he get Depay as well? That was a shithouse move. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. His signings were not fantastic, but we still got a couple of good signings out of it, I think. Griffo says, wonder what Katie Hopkins would say after this game. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, she's been sacked off of Twitter permanently, apparently. She's been banned. So, good riddance, I say. What a dirtbag. But freedom of speech is no such longer a thing really anymore. I think we're all pretty much aware of that. But she is obviously a complete agitator and somebody who literally just says things to rile up people and get negative response. And anyway, screw that cow. Do you know what I mean? Who gives a shite about her? Henry Kim says censorship. Yeah, fair enough. I know what you're saying. It is censorship. And in a way, it's very wrong. But when you're inciting hatred from a lot of different factions of society just for sheer fun, or just for the sake of it, then I think, that's a dangerous position of influence to be in. And it's just no good, is it? If you're going to use your position of influence like that to just incite all these issues in society even further, then I don't think you should have a bloody Twitter account, personally, if you're going to be a complete twat. But then, it is a bit like thought police, thought police. I understand it, but she's just a dirtbag anyway. I'm glad she won't be coming up on my timeline anymore. Hey, nice one, Griffo Chaz. Top man, have a good one. Catch you in a bit. Catch you after for the post-match reaction. Jay Harrod says, I missed your streams, Pig. Nice one, Jay. Yeah, I have big time as well. It's been a long time coming, these, haven't they? Please do us a favour and share this stream, actually. If you could just give it a share on your social media or whatever, on Twitter or just wherever, project it on a local cricket pavilion, whatever you can do, Thank you very much for all the people that do share these streams. Much appreciated. Aaron Homeyard being one of those legends. Thank you. Yeah, nice one. Matty Rush says, this dude's saying, let's have a look what this dude says. Your top 10 signs your team will lose. Hey, listen, United, we're definitely going to get the job done today. I'm just feeling like, I don't think we're going to lose anyway. I'll be very surprised if this United side, with that hunger and desire that we showed before the lockdown, comes out here and has a shithouse game. Because you know why? Bruno Fernandes. Let's just talk about this man. Oh my days, what a positive influence that guy was in United's midfield before we obviously shut up shop for a few months. He was sensational in the 6 games that we saw from him, running things in United's midfield, literally looking like one of the best players in the world, to be honest. Like, why not? He influenced the game where we beat City. He basically influenced every game positively. He won the Player of the Month award for February, was it? I can't even remember now. Which just goes to show you, in his first month in the Premier League, he got the Player of the Month. Well, he's obviously a shit-hot player then, isn't he? And he did look pretty sensational, like, in those games. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does again. And with McTominay and Fred sat behind him, hopefully that's going to give him the good sort of base to build on there. Hopefully they're going to just give the ball to Bruno and let Bruno pull the strings. Let him get the likes of Rashford in down the left, Martial in, regularly in behind. And he's got the ability to unlock defences. He himself has really great, fantastic dribbling ability, fantastic ability to, see a shot, have a shot from distance, take a man on, get that half yard. He's just a great goal scorer midfielder. We haven't seen the best from Bruno Fernandes yet by any stretch of the imagination because he's not had a lot of time here. We've seen some great things, but we absolutely haven't seen the best. So I think he's going to be a very influential factor in the game for United today in the midfield. I think he's going to run the show again. Hopefully he does anyway. We'll see how it pans out. You never know. It could be one of those games where, a couple of players goes missing. Who knows? Everybody has a bad game now and then, especially coming back maybe after 100 games of inactivity, of not playing any football for a while. So I do think it's not going to be the highest quality football you're going to see from either side. Just like we haven't seen the highest quality football from any teams really yet. Everybody's a little bit rusty. Everybody's just getting back into things and adapting, and we've got to get your fitness back and your match sharpness back and your eye back. We saw it, end of the game when Aguero came on against City because he's fluffed a couple of chances, and he's obviously usually characteristic very, very good. So, yeah, it's one of those games. We'll see how it goes, but I still think we're going to batter them up. Eddie O2 in the gaff. What's going on, Eddie O2? Thank you very much for stopping by as well. You're a bloody hero. Hope you're all good. Martin Logan, likewise as well. He says, yes, Pig. Good to see your beautiful face after so long. Evening all. Hope everyone has come through the week in one piece. Come on, United. I'd like to echo that as well, Martin. I hope everybody's had a good week and come through it well. Here we go then. So the United players, United Against Racism t-shirts on. Absolutely. What a fantastic message that is. Yes, big time. So the lineup, David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay. Oh, hang on. Jose Mourinho's on the telly for a little bit of an interview here. Let's see what the Portuguese Mr. Bean's got to say then. He's going to say, all of their players are injured again. Just saying it depends on how their body is and how they react to the break and not having football for a while and who adapts. Yeah, whatever, Jose. You're a tit. You're going down, mate. Collective Forces Norwich are getting relegated, man. Yeah, I think that is fair to say. They're just having a bit of a bloody nightmare, aren't they? Oh shit, that was ages ago you commented that. Sorry, that was on my, it just popped up on my live stream there. Hey, by the way, we've already got over 70 likes, guys, so shout out to everybody that's already smashed that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so yet, please do hit that like. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks like he's benefited from a bit of a break, you know. Look at him smiling there. He's got such a little cute face, man. Jose looks rattled. Jose Mourinho looks rattled down to Lasses. Solskjaer is cool as a cucumber. He's chilling. He's already patted Jose on the head one time this year. But Mourinho looks rattled, son. He doesn't look like he's had a break at all, this man. Hey, Aniket Mohan says, Bacon Brigade in town today. Man, the Bacon Brigade are out in full force today, so it's great to see you. Gaming with Painter says, 3-2 for Glory United. Yes, my friend. I would love a 3-2, man. If it ended up 3-2, have a cracking game of football to come back to. That'd be amazing. 50 pieces. Jose looks shook. He does. He looks like he's been right rattled up. Solskjaer, on the other hand, yeah, he's relaxed. He's loving it. He's smiling. He's giving it the old Norwegian gums, you know? SNG Salim in the house. Yes, he says, what's up, pig? 5 a.m. in Australia, stoked for our first game back. G'day, mate. Thank you so much for joining us today, mate. Hopefully it's going to be a bonza game from United. Screwed up the last word, but it wasn't too bad. Anyway, thank you very much. Good to see you, pal. Thank you for joining us from down under. Clam J says, Jose looked like he's been violated. He did. He looked like he'd just seen a ghost there. What's that all about? Jose, we've just seen a ghost or something. It's weird. Ellie's in his house. How you doing, Ellie? Great to see you too. Hope you're having a good one. TK, yes, mate. He says 3-1 to United. You piggy, the great. Hey, thank you very much. Gunganator. Hey, Gungshi. What's going on, Gungers? I hope you're all good in Taiwan, man. Fair play to you for setting the alarm and getting yourself up for the United game. Come on, United. Hopefully we don't disappoint. Hopefully they don't let us down. I don't think they're going to. Roy Keane, sort your hair out, Roy. You needs to get his mum on and lick his finger and just wet it down a little bit. What's happened with your hair, Roy? The makeup person at Sky's had a mare. You know, he's got a couple of loose strands. He's got one on the side. He's got one out the top here. He's looking a little bit dishevelled, this man. Roy Keane, what's he doing? Hey, Marshall Gralla, how are you? Ratface Bamiyang, you too. How you doing, Ratface? Yeah. Spike Blighty says, looks like he used a balloon. Ellie says, so many people in here tonight. Yeah, there's so many of you legends. And we haven't even got going yet. The game's still not even started. So thank you to everyone that's joining us. Really appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Fantastic to be back doing the games. And can't wait to see United play. I really cannot. It's going to be hopefully a good game of football. We'll see how it pans out. You know, like I say, if you were an Arsenal fan the other day and you were waiting 100 days or whatever and you came back to that, you would be pretty gutted at the end of it, wouldn't you? Especially when you've got to wait a good few days until your next fixture to put that to bed. So it's something bad that we've got to try and avoid. We don't want to lose this game today against Spurs. We certainly don't want to lose it in disgraceful fashion. We want to give a good account of ourselves. As long as we go out there, look good, look committed, create chances, have a real go at them. If it's a draw or if we narrowly lose this game away at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium right now, it's not exactly, you know, the end of the world with the fixtures we've got left. But of course we want to win this game. And it's a winnable game. It's maybe not as winnable for United as it would have been if we'd have played them when we were supposed to play them before lockdown, because they obviously had a lot of injury problems then. We had a couple too, don't get me wrong, Rashford was still out and stuff. We had a couple of injury issues, Pogba, but they probably have benefited from this break more just because they've had more players come back into this side. You know, players like Kane and Son and Bergwijn and these sorts of lads who maybe had picked up knocks and things like that previously or not 100% fit have all benefit from having a little bit of a break. They've been able to rehabilitate their players and get them back into the team. So it's going to benefit them probably more so in terms of that, especially players like Harry Kane, not having Harry Kane as your focal point up there. They didn't actually have a recognised forward when we were supposed to play them last time. So I think it will benefit them more so this time to play us now, which is annoying, but at the same time, I'm still feeling confident we're going to batter them up. Sandeep Barrage, yes, my friend, how are you? Hey, he says, damn, I'm so glad Pig Watching Lungs are back. So glad to see you in here, Sandy Barrison. So glad that they're back too. And so glad that United games are back. Clam J says, Don Gunscione. Red Devils says, missed your great commentary. Hey, thank you so much for that, Red Devils. I've really missed doing it as well. It has indeed been, a very long time, hasn't it, since we last done one. So very happy to be back here and doing the watch-alongs with you guys and just talking with you legends. It's a fantastic community we got here of not just United fans, but football fans. Obviously, a lot of United fans, and it's just brilliant. I love doing these. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for everybody for joining me. Sandeep says, I'm actually nervous for this game. It's like losing my virginity all over again. Oh, Sandeep. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, pal. Well, hopefully it's got ultimately the same climax as, well, not the same, but ultimately a similar climax at the end of the affair. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's a mangasmic situation come the end of it, and Manchester United have got the win. That's what we hope, because what you don't want to lose the game prematurely, if you know what I'm saying. You also don't want to lose the game altogether and put in a soft performance out there on the pitch. So, you're going to have to hope that the boys, play hard. What are we talking about? You don't get this on Sky Sports. Jose Mourinho then has set up his side the following way. Here is the infographic for their team, everybody. Not on the screen, just I'm going to read it to you. Lloris in goal, Sergio Aurier, Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer, the centre-backs, Ben Davies. That is their line-up there. So Sergio Aurier right back, or Davies left back. That is the back line for Spurs. It looks like we could get at them. They've gone 4-2-3-1 as well, so we're matching them like for like here. Moussa Sissoko and Harry Winks. Then they've got Steven Bergwijn, Eric Lamela and Son Heung-min across the three. And then Harry Kane up top. Now, that is obviously the danger man. But the three other than Son, it's like I think we've got a better outlet than they do in terms of Rashford, James, Bruno Fernandes. They've got Lamela, Son and Bergwijn, which, of course, Bergwijn looked good going in to the before all this stopped, but I'm trying to say before lockdown, but that's really one of the only phrases you can use, isn't it? I try not to repeat myself by saying before lockdown like 18 times, but we do. McTominay and Fred in the centre of the park then. Classic backline for United, we know it. And, of course, Dan James is on the right, Bruno Fernandes in the hole, Marcus Rashford left wing, and Tony Martin up top. So we're matching them like for like here, 4-2-3-1. If you want a graphic of it, if you're just tuning in, then this is one of the predicted lineups that I said we might have had yesterday if he wasn't going to go 3-5-2. It's basically this, but instead of Matic, it's McTominay. That's basically what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has gone with. So it's a similar sort of look to what we've been sort of used to while we had Pogba and, some of the other players out injured. But yeah, great to see Marcus Rashford coming back in there. The guy's a bloody hero, of course, and he deserves a lot of praise for his stuff that he's been doing off the pitch. But on the pitch, man, before he got injured, he was one of United's best players. He scored 14 league goals in 22 games. I've loved what I've seen from Rashford this season. It's really come on leaps and bounds under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As have a lot of players, actually. Solskjaer's got the best out of a lot of players, Remember when Fred came into United and Jose just let him fester for a few months and then just sporadically used him and got nothing out of him? Solskjaer, though, has actually made Fred like a really good player. And Fred's made himself a really good player, of course, in the United side by working very, very hard and showing those effort levels and putting in good, consistent performances. And he deserves his place in his starting lineup today, in my opinion, ahead of the likes of Matic and Pogba, because he's probably the best informed Manchester United player that we have in the midfield. And if you're going on form, obviously Bruno, but, from further back there, I mean. So, yeah, I'm happy with the selection. I think it's all around a good selection. It's a more positive selection than even the one I predicted, because I thought maybe he'd just stick with, just for the time being, the Matic-Fred combo, because they were working out so well. Show a little bit of solidarity and loyalty there in terms of the partnership. But I think he's done the right thing, ultimately, by putting McTominay and Fred in the midfield. But yeah, it's brilliant to have you all back in here. Glenn says, don't give Ollie all credit for Fred. He may be needed to be acclimatised to a new country and league. Yes, I think that's fair to say. It took him a little bit of time, but he did have, obviously that season when Jose was there too, but Jose didn't really use him very well at all. Solskjaer's helped Fred a lot. Fred's helped himself a lot as well, because, and the fact that Pogba was injured and McTominay was injured helped Fred a lot too, helped him get the game time to go in there. Suddenly, it's like, well, Fred's got to play, and he took those opportunities, to be honest. Joseph, how you doing, Joseph? He says, hey man, I'm new here. My Xbox friend told me about your channel. That's awesome, Joseph. Bit of word of mouth action going on there. Great to have you in here. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, please do, subscribe and stick around. We do watch-alongs, match reactions, all sorts of good stuff to do with United and football. So thanks for joining us. That's awesome. Tento Cisco says, guess who's back? Back again. Football's back. Tell a friend. Oh, yes, it is. Football is well and truly back, everybody. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for United to be back. Obviously, the football is already back, so it's sensational. I'm loving it. So buzzing. It's like ordinarily, it's almost makes you just appreciate it more. The fact that we had to have a break like that. Chris Karafinski says Pogba coming off the bench today. Yeah, I think in a way I'm kind of surprised Pogba didn't start this game, because if Pogba's fit, then obviously he is a very technically gifted player. A lot of people argue he's one of the best players in the league. But at the same time, he's a little bit down the pecking order for me in terms of who deserves to be starting in this game, because I think some of the other players put in better performances for United this season. But also, he is coming back from a long-term injury, a bit of ankle surgery on the go and stuff, and this is a big game, and he hasn't necessarily played that role for United in this team for a while, so it's an experimenter, isn't it, if you do that? And I think we ultimately made the right decision. He will hopefully come on later. Look at that. United got the NHS badges, as do all the teams there. And I'm guessing their names on their shirts have been replaced by Black Lives Matter again, I guess. I don't know. Yes, so they have. Yep, they're on the back of their shirts. They've got Black Lives Matter. So that's still a thing, everybody. There you go. The Collective Forces, let's go. He's absolutely hyped up. He says, we're going to smash this lot. Hell yeah, Collective Force. Hopefully we just absolutely batter them up. It should be a good game. We'll see. I say should be. It could also quite easily be a tentative, boring affair. Thank you, Eddie O2. Says Eric Shun, don't disrespect Don Pig. He is the King Rambler. Thank you very much. What did Eric Shun say? Now I've got to go back and see what he slagged me off about. No, I can't find it now. What's going on? Anyway, Eric Shun, mate, you're all right, mate, whatever. Manny Slew Flacky, yes, mate, great to see you, Manny. From Canada there, tuning in. Fellow Greek legend, he comments, hi Mr. Pig, at work right now, can't watch the game, just dropped by to say hi, come on United. Oh Manny, shame that you're working at the moment, but fair play to you lad, thank you so much for getting in here and saying hello. I hope you're doing all good over there. As you can see, one of the channel members, Kalispera to you my friend, Eferisto, for getting in here. Manny mate, top man, come on United, yes absolutely buddy, come on. Oh, hang on a sec. We got a PayPal here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We got a PayPal here from one of the subscribers. Give me a moment to load this puppy up. I just want to say a massive shout out to Kungshi. Thank you so much, Kungshi. Absolute bloody hero. He commented, great to have a United game to watch together again at last. Jose does not look like a happy man. Come on, Ollie and United. Let's take the Portuguese Mr. Bean to the cleaners. Come on, let's take him down to the Laundrorama and stick him in there. Wasn't that a Mr. Bean episode? Yeah. Is that the one you're on about? Yeah, where he goes to the... Yeah, that's right. He washes his trousers or something while he's... I can't remember now. It's been a long time. But yes, I know what you're on about there, Gungshi, mate. Jose Mourinho, the Mr. Beanio. We're going to take him to the cleaner's, son, and stick him in the washing machine. But thank you so much for that there. And also, Ryan Berberspin9. Thank you so much, Ryan Berberspin9. He simply says, come on, United. What a bunch of heroes. Thank you so much for that showing of support there. Much appreciated, everybody. And thank you very much for tuning in. First class gamer in the house. How you doing? Eric Shoon says, I said, do you always ramble this much before the game? Not really, no, because I usually don't start until like 15, 20 minutes before the kickoff. But I'm here on earlier. And so it's, so yes, I do. If you don't like it, you can come back during the actual game. But there you go. Ultra Whiz Boy says, I am back. Great to see you, Ultra Whiz Boy. Thank you very much for getting in here. DJ Disco Dave says, at 89 likes already. Are you shiting me? That is seriously good, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in and doing that and throwing that thumbs up button on there. If you haven't done so already, please do smash that thumbs up button and give it a share if you can. Primot says, Don Ollie. Yeah, I mean, that's what you get, though, isn't it? When you've got football to talk about, you've got to talk about the football. I don't know what this is all about here. They've got all the shirt names on the side. Maybe it's a tribute to some players who passed away here. I'm not really too sure what they're focusing on there. Oh, yeah, they're having An applause, sorry. Aaron Homer says that's because Jose's a miserable milkbag. Yeah, Gungshi said, like it's if you think about it, he just really didn't look too happy before this game. So we're about to kick off, everybody. Let me just give this a refresh, actually. Hang on, sorry, wait. Just make sure we haven't already kicked off, because it is 8:16 p.m. and it should have already bloody kicked off. But let me click on it again, just give it a refresh. Right, everybody, we're about to get underway. If you want to sync it up, I don't have a timer, but I am going to put the score up like this as soon as the moment we kick off, so you know when it's 0 minutes anyway. We're about to get this game underway, everybody. Come on then, United! Come on! Time to smash up these spuddy melt bags. Right, we're about to go, and we are... No. We are... Oh, they're all going down on the knee doing the Black Lives Matter thing. Well, some of them are, anyway. Right, my bad. Sorry, I've got a low volume down. The game is underway, everybody. The game started. And Manchester United away at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium here. Come on, come on. I'm buzzing for this one. It's amazing how all of the pitches look sensational, by the way. No bastard's been playing any football on them for a few months, so the groundsmen have just got them all looking proper pucker. To be fair, they all look like proper nice pictures at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's just a little observation I've made. But yeah, all the pictures look sensational right now. Oh my days. Oh, hang on. Pulled over the top for United. They're cleared away by Spurs. Hey, check it out. Brandon Slaughter in the gaff with a PayPal as well. He says, we're getting the band back together. It's time. Hey, pig. Hey, Brandon Slaughter, I didn't even know you were in here, mate. So thank you so much for stopping by and getting involved and showing your support that way. And also, I've missed a super chat from Ms528 and also one from Marshall Greller as well. Thank you for that, Marshall Greller. He says, here's to you, pig. Great to be back. You bloody heroes. Thank you so much for that. Right, come on. Throw in for United then down the right-hand side near Spurs' corner flag here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka throws it in. Sissoko gathers the ball back in midfield for Spurs and tries to rush forward out of defence, but he has given the ball away. Referee's called for a halt there. What's going on? Jonathan Moss is the referee. You can't really get a good referee, can you, in this day and age? So, so you take who you want. As long as you don't get one of the main dickheads, then we're all right. Here we go then, back to Hugo Lloris for Spurs. Oh, he just clears it, but he's just clattered it into a United player, but it has gone over everybody and it's gone out into the midfield area now. United win it back. Decent start from United, camped out in Spurs' half already. Bruno with an attempted through ball. It isn't the best, and it is cleared out by Spurs. I think it was Davies at the back there for Spurs. Aurier then back to Hugo Lloris. Out from Hugo Lloris over to the left-hand side of the pitch, but it is just kept in, almost given away, and it is a throw-in to United. Oh, legend Alex, nice one for doing that. Gaz Newton says, just gave you a share on Twitter, pig. Come on, United. Thank you so much for that, Gaz Newton, man. Legend. Really appreciate everyone who shares this. Alex says, who's your favourite Premier League ref? I mean, I don't know about right now, but previously I'd have to say Howard Webb. I like the way he used to call the games, you know. No, in all honesty, I would have to say that's actually true. Like, I always thought he was a good referee, but there you go. That's just my opinion, but people did used to say he was like, you know, he was pocketed by Sir Alex and all that, which is rubbish. But I just thought he was a decent referee. I don't really have a favourite referee from referees right about now. In terms of non-Premier League referees, it's got to be Pierluigi Collina, doesn't it? The guy with the bulbous eyes and the bald head. He's got to be the most sinister and ultimate referee ever. Just commanded absolute respect, received absolute respect, and I can't really remember him ever doing anything really wrong. I'm sure he did make some mistakes, but in terms of a referee making good decisions, I think he was about as good as it gets, wasn't he? I think the bolder you are, the better you are when it comes to a referee, you know. Right, okay, so early part of the game now. 3 minutes, 46 seconds in, everybody. 3 minutes, 46 seconds in at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium here. United playing it round. Fred then, back to Harry Maguire. Lindelof sprays it. Long ball over the top. Great ball it is as well into Rashford, but headed away by Davinson Sanchez just before Rashi could get onto it now. And the referee's given a free kick to Spurs then. So early on, actually, quite a lively start by Manchester United here. Good bit of energy. Jose Spurs look a little bit sort of dishevelled at the back here, I think it's fair to say. Hey, Sandeep Barraj, man, thank you very much for your super chat as well. He says, here's for the return of football to Mr. Pig. Hey, thank you so much for that, Sandeep Barraj. Top man. Really appreciate that. Shout out to you, dude. Alex says Zidane would make a good ref then. Yeah, he'd make a pretty decent referee, actually. I think he probably would. And if you gave him a little bit of stick, he's just going to stick the old French nut on you, isn't he? No messing around from Zidane. I think he'd be a good ref. You know, he's conquered the player realm. He's conquered the manager realm. Why not? Why not give referee a go, Zinedine? Ellie says, pole beside and huge head. Sounds like my ex-mother-in-law. Oh, no. Oh, Paula Luigi Collina. That's not good. Matt Ross says, Jose getting annoyed already. Yeah, you can see it. He's not feeling this one at all. Come on then, United. Come on. Although Spurs have just got themselves a corner now. 5 minutes, 21 seconds, guys. 5 minutes, 22 seconds gone. Spurs with the corner. Whipped in then. Headed away nicely there. I think it was Harry Maguire who got something on it there. Wan-Bissaka. Now Dan James is challenged and it is a foul. Brought down to the ground there. Manchester United with the free kick. Tom Rocks, how you doing, Tom Rocks? What's going on, Tom? Are my levels okay today, by the way, guys? Because I noticed yesterday I was a bit too close to the mic, and it was popping a little bit, so I don't want it to do that. So I've gone a little further back, but hopefully you can all hear me okay, everybody. Is the levels all right? Hey, Ryan Burberspin9 says 100 likes already, Pig. That is absolutely amazing, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone that's chucked a like on it so far. Really appreciate that. That's amazing. I think that's pretty quick going, that. First Class Gamer says, all good, Piggo. Top man. How are you doing, by the way, Mark? Absolute hero. Arsenal fan, unfortunately, for your sins. Rui Rodriguez says, Mike Dean is a poor man's Kalina. Oh, fantastic, Ellie. Sound levels are great. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much, Alex, as well, for letting me know. And Ice Queen Gaming, Eddie O2, Ruddy Can't Game. How you doing, Ruddy Can't Game? Good to have the whole squad back together. It is. It's fantastic to see you all. Come on, then. I've got a feeling Rashi's going to get on the score sheet today. I do. I mean, he's just been such a good player for us this season. And I've just got a feeling he's going to do it. If you look at actually who scored the most goals for us this season, it is indeed Marcus Rashford. So you'd expect it's going to be a possibility. Here he is on the ball now. He's done a good job just to get away from Serge Aurier there. Get half yard and give it to McTominay. Back inside to Fred now in the centre of the park. Plays a simple one to Bruno, who's come a little bit deeper. Back to Maguire. Gets his head up. Plays it over to the right-hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who gathers it up by the halfway line on the right side of the pitch. Now, Bruno with a quick one over the top. But Dan James doesn't quite read it properly and tries to head it on a little bit too vigorously there into the path of Martial and makes a piss-poor job of it. And he's given it to Spurs at the back. Now then, Davies on the ball for Spurs. Gets his head up, sprays it inside into the middle. And a foul given against Fred for a foul on Harry Winks, I think it was. Pogba looking on from the sidelines then. Eager to get on, I think. Eager to get on. I'm sure we're going to see something of Paul Pogba today. What do you guys think? Did you want Paul Pogba to start this game? Did you just want to see the Bruno Pogba thing immediately in a big game against Spurs right away? Or did you think that what they've done now, putting McTominay or somebody else in there, is the correct thing, the midfield of McTominay and Fred? What do you guys think about that? I personally think it's the right thing to do. But I still want to see Pogba come on later if we're in a good position to do it. Or even if we're not, just to see him. Go on then, Marcus Rashford's got himself a little bit of space here. Oh, and he's got 3 lily white shirts on him though. And he is bested. And here we go then. Spurs looking to bloody counter now. Here they come. Little bit of space for Spurs. Ball over the top, but it's a poor one. Dealt with by Lindelof. Lindelof then plays a little short one. Here we go. Aaron Wan-Bissaka receives it from Lindelof. Then Fred. Fred in the centre. So Spurs doing an okay job at the moment. Just, keeping their shape and sort of keeping United at bay. But they haven't really done anything, I would say. I don't think Spurs look very good in this game. Alex says we look very sharp and disciplined. Yes, that's right. I mean, there's nothing too too wayward happening at the moment. You know, look at that, and another attempted pass forward from United is cut out. But one back there by McTominay. Very, very good stuff. Fred, we're trying, we're harrying, but we're doing it in a positive way. Oh, Martial's just got that all wrong. Tried to play in some sort of a through ball there. I'm not really too sure what happened then. He's had a nightmare. This dude says, I have a bad feeling about this game. Oh, no. Well, hopefully it's not going to be too bad of a result. Remember, we're going to be doing the post-match reaction afterwards to break out what does happen in this game, to break down what does happen in this game after the 90 minutes. So do stick around on the channel after this watch-along. We'll be doing a post-match reaction for it then. But yeah, attempted through ball there, and it's dealt with by Harry Maguire. Lamella's going to be quite a key man for Spurs, I think, in there today, just the position he's playing in. I don't think he's all that good, Lamella, so I'm quite happy that he's on the pitch, personally. Yeah, Chris Karafinski says Spurs look really rusty. I mean, they've let us in a few times. They've done nothing so far. In terms of their sort of pass ability, getting things going, they haven't done anything. Couple of loose balls over the top, they haven't done anything. Whereas United, although we've not had a real good clear-cut chance, we have played it in behind a few times and looked lively. So I think we are looking pretty decent. We're definitely looking the better of the two sides in the first 10 minutes, 21 seconds of this game. So if you guys want to sync up, or hopefully we're quite close together today. 10 minutes, 26 to 27, 28, 29, 10 minutes 30. Alex, I totally agree with you as well. He says Spurs don't have Alderweireld or Vertonghen. I think that's a huge mistake on their part. I totally agree with you, Alex. Hang on a sec. United with a chance down the right. Bruno Fernandes runs onto it, but it's dealt with by Eric Dyer there, and he just puts it out. He kept it in, actually, very, very good. But I agree. I think Vertonghen and Alderweireld are their better defenders. I fully agree with that. Whereas, Davinson Sanchez and Dyer, I think Dyer is pretty dire, to be honest, at centre-back. I think he's all right as in a holding role, and I think he's not the best at that either. I don't really rate him that highly. But Dyer and Davinson Sanchez at the back as your centre-back pairing, that sounds ropey as you like. That sounds like you can really get at them. Whereas Vertonghen, Alderweireld, much better, much more consistently solid players, I think, anyway. And you obviously agree, so yeah. So I don't really understand, why he's done that either. I think it's pretty poor. Hey, Ellie, thank you so much for the PayPal there, Ellie. You absolute legend. Let me just see what you've got to say. Give it a refresh. Thanks to everybody that's sending stuff over like that. It's much appreciated. And, just for showing your support, really, thank you very much. Hang on a sec then. Anakat Mohan says Jose has parked the bus. Well, was to be anything else to be expected, really? And he says, not much because I'm skint this week, but great to see you and the Baker Brigade back. Thanks for the streams. Ellie, thank you so much for that. It's the thought that counts genuinely, and really appreciate it anyway. And thank you for that, Ellie. Really awesome to have you in here, and I hope you've had a good week too. And yes, that is very, very, very kind of you. The Collective Force says that's what happened in the Champions League final, Mikhail Kramer. Mikhail Kramer says Kane will have to drop deep to retrieve the ball from the bus, so he won't be much of a threat today. Hey, you're right about that. You're potentially right about that. He's not going to have much service, it seems, so far. Anyway, you're right. He's going to have to come a bit deeper. Here's Lamella, though, on the edge of United's area, trying to work it around. Goes back deep to Eric Dyer, who receives it in the centre circle. He sprays it out to Serge Aurier. Serge Aurier then tries to get it Spurs away down the right-hand side. Lamella on the ball, light bulb head, a.k.a. wannabe Sergio Aguero on the ball. Anyway, here he is. Oh, shot on goal from distance there by Son Heung-min, but he didn't get hold of that one. And he is a player. The fact is, even if Spurs do set out to be quite defensive, we know that players like Son Heung-min are on a different level. We know players like Harry Kane are very, very good. So don't give them any opportunities. United still have to be bang on it from a defensive point of view, very organised and performing well to stop those guys from scoring, even if they are, not that sharp. Matty the Rushmeister said there's 93 legends in here right now. That is absolutely sensational. Thanks for everybody that's joining me today. Please do hit that like button if you're tuning in and get involved in the live chat. I want to hear from you. If you're one of these people that just lingers around and doesn't usually comment, hey, now's the time to comment. It's the first game back for United. Comment in the live chat. Get involved. I'll try and interact with as many of you legends as possible and keep you up to date with what's going on at the same time. So thanks for everyone that's joining us. Yeah, Gungshi says, Eddie, you're a legend. Steve FC says, thought on the game so far. My thoughts on the game so far is United are looking the more comfortable of the two sides. We are looking the sharper of the two sides. I don't think Spurs have done anything going forward yet at all. Not that United have done that much, but we certainly have done more than Spurs. And we just look pretty decent here. Considering we're away from home here, McTominay threaded in. He gets his head up. He tries to look for the runner Rashford there, but it's a wrong decision. Rashford was just trying to get back on to into an onside position there, and it's just misjudged. Harry Maguire mopping things up at the back, looking very comfortable on the ball for us then. 14 minutes, 32 seconds gone. Played out to the right-hand side to Daniel James, who comes and retrieves it, gives it to McTominay. McTominay gives it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So, yeah, I mean, we're controlling the game. I mean, if we look at the possession right now, I'm guessing, you know, we've got the majority of the possession. 60% possession to Spurs' 40%. Over 14 minutes and 50 seconds. That's what the stats are. So I'm thinking that is pretty... I'm not surprised. We've controlled this game largely. And it's good. So yeah, I think what Alex said yesterday about Spurs maybe letting us have it a little bit in front and just trying to hit us on the counter is what we're up against today. We've got to just make sure that with the players we do have, like Bruno, like Rashford, Martial up there, when we do cut them open, we make it count. So yeah, good stuff. Over 100 of you in here tonight. That is awesome. Thanks for all tuning in, guys. Great to have you all back in here. But yeah, get involved if I haven't heard from you before too. Here, Snark, how you doing? Batman Night Fan says, we need a goal, United. Yeah, true. You know, hopefully it'll come soon. First Class Gamer says, it's okay. Stip Pig might see it now. What's that? Stip. Sorry, I can't say. Oh, Stipmeister, Dyer has other qualities. At least that's what I heard. I don't know what that means. I'm going to be honest with you, but fair play. Eddie says, great to see everyone chatting again. It's fantastic to have all you legends back in here, honestly. KM Ali says, we haven't created anything. I mean, we've had a few opportunities going forward, but yeah, the final pass has been a little bit loose, but Martial's on the ball. He's won it, and the referee calls it back for a foul there. He's not too happy. What just happened? Martial's not happy about that. Eagle says Tottenham playing counter-attacking football. Yeah, they are. And it's a little bit of a way to go at home, isn't it? But this is Jose Mourinho we're talking about. We always expect that. And the thing is, you know, United could have maybe changed things up and gone with our 5-3-2 and sat back and sort of made Spurs come on to us. But you know what as well? Like this having no crowd, like actually benefits Jose Mourinho's boring style of play, because usually if he was to just nullify the opposition at home against United, like play really defensive football, say, the crowd would get on his back after a while if it was really mundane. But he doesn't have the crowd there, so he doesn't really have to worry about that, and the players are not going to get jeered or anything. I'm not saying it's that bad so far. We've only been going for 17 minutes now. Oh, and a foul committed. We've got a player down on the ground, so let's just see what's happened here. They'll show the replay. It's McTominay's down on the ground. He's been side down by Lamela there. Quick free kick played by United then. Let's have another look at this replay then. Lamela just goes in and completely takes out McTominay from behind. Definite yellow card there. Did the referee? I don't think the referee gave him one though, did he? But Lamela definitely should have got a booking for that. Wan-Bissaka then plays it on to Dan James. Loose from Dan James. Not too sure what he's trying there. And Dan James just looking a little bit, you know, the touch isn't quite there for Dan James at the moment. But it is a long time out that we've not had football, guys. So you've got to factor that in. Ball over the top then into a dangerous area. Dan James runs onto it, but it's a headed clearance away there. And unfortunately, it was a good little bit of play by United, but unfortunately cleared away by Spurs in the end for a corner to United. Davies with the clearance away. Oh, shit. I just spilt water all over myself. Bollocks. Come on then, United with a corner. Come on then, lads. Come on. Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings. Go on, son. Deliver it in there. Go on, Bruno, lad. Bruno to Slabby Maguire. We love to see it. Bruno with the corner in at the near post to Martial, but it's cleared away. Another corner. Ooh. Yeah, Alex says James has been misplacing a few passes. He's just not technically good enough. You can see why we need Sancho. I agree, we do need Sancho. I mean, I do think that these guys have to... I think you're going to see quite a few misplaced passes for a little while in this game, just as they get that, you know, that sharpness back, if you like. And maybe not even in this game, but just it's going to take a little while for all these players to get back up to firing on all cylinders. Because 100 days of inactivity for a footballer is pretty much unheard of at the top level. Because even if you're not... You know, if you're not playing for your club, you usually got some sort of football playing or training or something's going on. Well, there hasn't been much of that recently. You know, there's the Euros or World Cups or Copa Americas and things like that. So it keeps you active in the summer. Whereas this time, it's just like there's been a few months of nothing. So I expect there to be some dodgy performances out there from all teams at the moment. And some players will adapt better to it than others. Like Jose said, it's all about who comes back into it sharpest, basically. But yeah, I agree. Dan James has had a couple of minutes in this game so far, you know. Technically, it would be brilliant if we had Jadon Sancho there. Don't get me wrong. I always think Dan James was brought into the side to be a backup sort of player for us, to be a squad rotationary sort of player. I don't think he was brought in to be the player that he was earlier in the season, which is a sort of go-to. And considering he was a go-to, he did really well. I think he was always brought in to be a sort of backup. So I do think, yeah, Jadon Sancho, somebody like that would be sensational. Mikhail says Sancho would be a game changer. Absolutely, it would be sensational to get him in there. Spurs just trying to make something happen. Bruno pinches it back off his toe, though, and gets Fred away. And United have a chance down the right, though, but it is scuppered out. Piano Girl, hey, how you doing? She says, any score, just join in. No, it's still 0-0 at the moment. How are you, Piano Girl? Great to see you in here. Got the score top left here, everybody, so it's still 0-0 right now. 20 minutes, 17 seconds gone. Fred was just brought down to the ground there and absolutely mauled, man. That was a foul, ref. Fred is down injured, son. He's getting up now, but what the hell? Surely we won the free kick there. Marcus Lind. Yes, Marcus Lind. It is brilliant to be here again and to see you. Apparently, I'm a little bit behind. Hopefully, I'm not too far behind, you know. It's 20 minutes, 42 seconds gone on my one now. So, there you go, anyway. Massive shout out to the Ruddinator as well. Thank you so much for the show of support there, the Ruddinator. Message from Rudd. It says, wearing a Don Piglioni shirt for your first stream. Hey, thank you so much for that, Alex, mate. That's very, very kind of you, man. And it's great that you bought the Don Piglioni merchandise as well, man. So thank you very much for that, Alex. Legend. Over to the right-hand side then to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 21 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Aaron Wan-Bissaka keeps hold of it for us. Oh, he's good, the spider. He's good, the spider. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's kept it. He gives it to Dan James. Dan James to Fred. Fred back over to Dan James then in a wide position. Bruno Fernandes gets his head up, puts the ball into the danger zone. Shot from Rashford, but it's saved by Hugo Lloris on the line. And he's footed it away. But we've got it back. Oh, this time Fernandes just manages to give it away though. But Luke Shaw wins it back and he gives it to Rashford. Rashford shows good strength, gives it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw inside to Fred. This is good play by United. Fred gets his head up. Shot on goal. But it's right down the throat of a newly shorn Hugo Lloris, who gathers it in, but exciting bit of play from United there. Come on, lads. This is it. It's decent stuff. Bruno there, good ball in. Shocking defending by Davinson Sanchez. Puts it right into the path of Rashford, who's quick to react to it and gets a good shot off on goal. But Hugo Lloris makes a really good save with his feet to push it away. But Rashford with a really good chance there, really good reactionary strike from him. And it's only a good save that stopped Rashford there. So positive stuff. Come on. 22 minutes, 27 seconds gone. Whew. Alex says we really look good. Yeah, fair play. I think we've got to be happy with what we've seen so far, considering we are away at Spurs and we have been out a long time. So yeah, I think we are looking good. I'm loving it. This dude says, go on United. Eddie O2 says, LOL, Matty Rush. Matty the Rushmeister's loving it. He says, oh, Rashy. Dirty tackles by Spurs. Yeah. First Class Gamer says, pig commentary can make anything exciting. Oh, I don't know about that. Look at this. We've got a golden puff pastry pie in the oven. We're going to turn it up to 180 degrees and watch that puppy golden up. Anyway, no. Seriously, though, it's just genuinely excited, man. Like, properly. That was a good bit of play right there from United. I was loving it. Shame we didn't cap it off, though. Rashi's done a a good job, but just a little bit more in the corner would have been nice. But Hugo Lloris did make a good reactionary save there with his foot, to be perfectly fair. Eagle says, team of the Tottenham, cynical fouls and sitting deep to frustrate Man United. Yes, that seems to be a common theme so far. What's this all about? Oh, they're sanitising the corner flag. So they're having a little break just to take on some fluids. And they've got a little urchin to just go and spray some antibacterial fluid all over some stuff. That's really weird. I've not seen that in the other games, but fair enough. They've got like a bit of an antibacterial cleanse going on in a break at half, in the middle of the half. Matty Rush says, good play by the lads. Oh, yes. Henri Kim says, do they have to take drink breaks now? Yes, it seems like that's what they have to do, yeah. Water break, it's not that hot, is it, says Eddie O2. No. I guess, though, just with the players not being 100% match sharp and having the conditioning coming back as well, it is hot as well. Like, it is hot. And it's not that hot today, but just generally, I guess they've applied that for all of the summer games as a little rule. But they're back on the way now. 24 minutes, 35 seconds. Throw into Manchester United then. Ugh. David De Gea on the ball for United, gets his head up and plays it away. McTominay on the ball. Down the right to Daniel James. Daniel James gets his head up. Go on, Daniel James. You know you've got the pace. He finds, the final product, just too much on it. It was destined for Rashford there, who was wading into the space. But just a little bit too much on it from Dan James. The final product once again in question. Shot, though, from Bruno Fernandes from a wide angle. Just maybe trying to force some sort of a deflection or forcing the save from Hugo Lloris. It was a very tight angle to score from with a low-driven shot like that. But Bruno Fernandes, shot on goal, saved by Hugo Lloris. I mean, it's pretty much one-way traffic right now, guys. I don't know if you think the same, but I'm pretty sure you do. Because, United seem to be all over Spurs right now. And we're just playing some good stuff. Matt Rush says, how much space did Rashi have then? Yeah, I know, like Spurs just were not marking it up at all. And all Dan James had to do was get that ball into him, to be fair. But it was just too much on it, man. Little bit too much on it. Maybe a rush of blood to the head there. Once again, the final product of Dan James in question. Because that could have been should have been a goal. In all honesty, definitely a goal-scoring opportunity. Batman Knight fans, we just need a goal to show for it. Absolutely. Logan says, show us the game. Can't show you the game, unfortunately. Sky Sports have the rights. There would be a copyright issue. But that's why I'm commenting on it, keeping you up to date with what's going on. Here comes Spurs, though, on the counter. United's backline has parted ways, and oh no! They've scored! It's bloody 1-0 to Spurs. Bergwijn on the counter-attack. They've done it! They just absolutely ripped us open, parting our backline like the Moses in the Red Sea. I don't get it. How the hell have we done that? I think it was Harry Maguire's had a bloody nightmare here. Let's just have a look what's bloody happened. Oh, for piss and hell's sake. After a really good opening gambit to this game from United, we find ourselves 1-0 down. Look at this. Hugo Lloris, long ball over the top. Down the right. Nobody's bloody marking him up. It just happens to fall to Bergwijn, who takes it inside. Harry Maguire, Slabby Maguire, you have had an absolute shithouse moment there. Look at how easily he just takes it beyond Slabby Maguire. Slabby Maguire, oh no, Slabby Maguire, what are you doing? What's Harry Maguire just done? He's completely let him go across him. Lindelof's trying to get in there, but it's all too little too late. They've totally got it wrong. The simplest of moves has totally undone Manchester United here. Hold on a sec. Let me just update the scores, everyone. I can't freaking believe that. After 27 minutes of United battering them, they just put a long ball over the top, and then our defence has crumbled like that. Right, let's just update the score here. It's 1-0 now to Tottenham. It's absolutely ridiculous. That was so bad, that defending. What was Slabby Maguire doing? What was that backline doing at the back there? Mikhail Kramer says, Phil Maguire. Bloody hell, Phil Maguire. Bloody hell. Yeah, proper Phil Jonesy-esque, that, man. Crikey, I mean, we were taking a piss out of David Luiz the other day. I mean, that was just as shocking defensively, that, from Maguire. Not even to get any sort of a challenge in there, just to get him go completely across you, to get completely wrong-footed and off-balance like that, and twisted inside out from a simple run across you. I don't get it. Oh. Yeah, and De Gea as well. Yeah, De Gea as well, like at the near post there. I mean, the shots come in there. Matt Rush says De Gea should have saved it. I agree with that. Slabby's had a mare. And De Gea, you know, should be doing better with that one 100%. The shot should never even come, but De Gea, man. Eddie O2 says De Gea's turned into his FIFA counterpart. Oh, my God. That is unbelievable, lads and lasses, honestly, to be playing so well and then just be completely undone by the simplest of moves. Completely awful defending there from Manchester United once again. Oh. Hot Insire Harry says goal. Oh no. Ball into United though, headed in. Oh, saved off the line by Hugo Lloris. It's a diving effort down to his left and he saved it off the line. I think it was Rashford with the final header. But look at that, United with the free kick in a deep position. It's put in by Fred. Really good free kick. Martial, is it Rashford? It's Rashford trying to get on the end of it. He actually misses the header. He misses the header and it's very nearly put into Spurs' own net by Davinson Sanchez. But Lloris makes a brilliant save. You don't have to delete that. Sorry, Spurs fans are allowed to say goal, you know what I mean? You don't have to delete that. I can't see who's deleted it, but you don't have to delete that, guys. Just moderate that, like I say, anyway, I'm not getting into this again. I thought we got over this. Just moderate any racist stuff or links to other sites and shit like that. Norfolk Pyro says, we're trying to include everyone. If a Spurs fan wants to say goal, let them say goal, you know what I mean? Eagle says Tottenham sitting back mostly and now in the league gives them advantage to Tottenham. This is absolutely going to play into their hands. Jose's style here. Definitely, they've got the lead now. They can sit back, they can slow it down, and they could just hurt us on the counter-attack again now. United have to commit, of course. Nightmare! Piano Girl says, angry pig. I mean, you know, it's just so infuriating to play quite well for a period of time. To play really well for a period of time. We were doing really well. That move before that, it was all United. And then just to be done so easily like that with a simple pass and just an awful bit of defending really pisses me off. Like, there's just no need to just give in so easily like that. It's just an unforced error, basically, that. You know? Norfolk Pyro says, good save. Was a good save from Hugo Lloris. He's had a good game so far for us, hasn't he? People United says, top four gone. I wouldn't say that anyway. Oh, what a save by David De Gea. The ball comes in from the right and Son Heung-min is there to put a lethal header towards the back stick. And it is going clearly under the crossbar. But David De Gea maybe makes up for that concession a moment ago with a fantastic save, fingertip save over the top of the bar. Really good save from David De Gea there from Son Heung-min. Could have made it 2-0 to Spurs there. And that's what we're talking about. We've got to keep our shape here. What we're doing is we're just getting done on the counter there. Now we committed a little bit. Now we've conceded. The plan's gone to shit. No, we can't do that, everybody. We've got to just, we can't allow that anyway. Another chance almost for Spurs. David De Gea comes in and punches one away now from the corner. Oh. Come on, boys. Now we get a little bit of belief back, lads and lasses. Come on, just we can come back and win this game. We always said it was going to be 2-1. You know, my prediction for the game was 2-1. So as long as we get one back soon, that can still go on and happen, can't it? Oh. Tottenham hot shits 1-0 up against us then, very nearly 2-0. If you're just joining us, it's on the back of a decent bit of play, from United, really. Like, they were doing okay up until that point, but then Spurs have just cut us open. Very poor defending from United. Maguire in particular. De Gea maybe at fault for conceding that as well. And what's happened is now Spurs have got a little bit of a jolt. You can see here they come again. Tottenham Hotspur through the middle. And Manchester United now are going to have to change things up a little bit. Now we're chasing the game. Spurs have got the 1-0 lead. This will definitely play into Jose's hands and Spurs' hands right now. It's about whether United can unlock them and make the most of our chances when we do unlock them. That's what it's about. So we haven't really done that so far. Even though we have unlocked them a couple of times, we have not taken the advantage when we've got it. Hugo Lloris has made a couple of good saves. Gandalf, how you doing, Gandalf? Mary Odongo, great to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. Bubble and Squeak. Nice one says, yeah, they'll defend all game and then counter us. Yes, absolutely. That's what's going to happen right now. Chris Karafinski says, our backline is atrocious. I can't believe how poor they have been in the last 10 minutes of this game. Sandeep Barrage with a super chat. Thank you, Sandeep. He says, reminds me of LVG United losing to Josie at Stamford Bridge. Ball comes in from the corner for Spurs then. Harry Kane tries to get on the end of it. Cleared away temporarily by United. He says, when we dominated possession but lost. Yeah, I mean, it does seem a bit like that at the moment, but there's still plenty of this game left. Oh no, another chance for Spurs over the top of the bar though. Crikey, the ball played in by Eric Dyer into the danger zone, and an attempt is made, and it's just gone over the top of United's goal there. Very, very, very dodgy. Very, very, very dodgy at the back from United, and I just don't get it. Look at David De Gea shaking his head. He cannot believe the atrociousness of what's been going on. Oh, man. All the Tottenham fans on the TV there loving it. Oh, nightmare. This dude says, Pig, give us a wave if we can win. We can win. We can win, mate. We're going to batter them. We've still got plenty of time left in this game. Long ball up the top then from De Gea to Martial. It's cleared away. Those Spurs get it back under control there. And Eric Dyer heads it down. Gives it to Son Heung-min, who comes deeper to retrieve it. Bruno Fernandes loses out in the battle for the ball with Son, but goes back in for a second chance. Those Spurs, though, get it under control and give it to Lamela down the left. Lamela goes inside. Now well won back by McTominay, but a free kick given for a foul on Lamela. Yeah, Henry Kim says, love the fan cams. I think that is quite a cool addition, actually, you know. Obviously, there's no crowd, there's no fans to pan in on celebrating in the crowd, so you can't do that. So you've got fan cams in there. It's quite a decent idea. Gary Wells! Hey, Gary Wells, how you doing, Gary Wells? We haven't seen you, Gary, since Gungshi accidentally blocked you in his sleep. So great to see you back in here, Gary Wells. How you doing, mate? Gungshi, he also says, we need Don Piglioni to make Jose an offer he can't refuse. That's right, Jose Mourinho. You come to me at half-time during the game, and you ask me if United can beat Spurs, and I tell you, there will be a horse's head in your bed unless that is the case. Yeah, Don Piglioni could definitely do the number on Jose anyway. But here we go then. Spurs, shit inside. So much space down the right for Spurs. What's going on here? Bergwijn on the ball now. Sorry, Aurier on the ball. He gives it into Bergwijn. Bergwijn retrieves and puts it out for a United throw. 36 minutes, 5 seconds gone, everybody. And United are trailing Spurs 1-0. By the way, everyone, there's a whole bunch of you tuning in and liking right now. Over 100 of you legends. Please do us a favour and hit that like button if you're tuning in right now. And subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. We do watch-alongs for every United game and a lot of the big football games. And we also cover United in general. Check out my website, guys, if you haven't done so. We set it up during the break. It's called flyingpigunited.com. It's a Man United news source where we cover United and football. Check it out, flyingpigunited.com. Here we go, Aaron Wan-Bissaka down the right then, but it's a loose pass and it's gone out for a Spurs throw. Oh, man. KM Ali says, need Pogba on second half. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Solskjaer does make any changes at halftime, actually. Daniel Levy, as you can see, tuning in, watching from the executive area there with his mask on, even though he's sat completely on his own. I don't really get that, but fair enough. Yeah, Gungshi accidentally... Gungshi says, hey, Gary Wells, many apologies for timing you out in my sleep. Well, that was fun anyway. But it's great to see you back, Gary Wells. He said, yeah, defensive shambles, my friend. Obina Martins, good to see you too. Hey, I'm all good, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you, Obina, for stopping by. So many legends getting in here tonight. Kuberen says, he should make changes because we are poor. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not that terrible in terms of some of the stuff we've done going forward. And you have to say, before we conceded, we were looking the better of the two teams. We actually were. But then defensively at the back, it's just been a shambles. It was way too easy for them to cut us open for their goal. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to actually see Pogba come on at half-time. I think that does make quite a lot of sense there. Just enliven things up. Him and McTominay probably. Fred's looked a little bit, wayward in this game so far. Bit of physicality in the centre there, bit of flair, bit of creativity. We need to cut them open now, really, because like we say, Spurs are probably going to just sit back and counter us now. They've got the lead to build on. They can sit back. It's a bit of a nightmare, but that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to get Pogba on and gamble on it. And the reason I say that is, Fred and McTominay is, it's okay. Don't get me wrong. But, David De Gea, a bit dodgy passing at the back there. But, it's not the most inspirational in terms of creativity, right? And if we got Bruno, the whole point of getting Bruno and having Bruno in the hole is so he does all that. So you've got your defensive unit and your creative unit. But still, though, Pogba can do both. On paper, he can defend and he can attack. So that's what that's why I say that. That's why maybe it's a good idea to just add somebody else with the vision, add somebody else who can create and thread those balls in, and maybe he can play like a sort of deep line playmaker role for us, while at the same time Bruno's playing that advanced playmaker role for us, So that might be a good option just to get us creating a little bit more. But yeah, we've got to do something here because we are 1-0 down against Tottenham. Harry Maguire comes in with a challenge, and he was perhaps at fault for the goal. Really shocking defending by him, actually. Luke Shaw does tremendously well, though. Gets the ball in. He's looking for Rashford, but it's not made its initial intended destination, and it is cleared out by Spurs then. McTominay gets it back under control, but it's a loose pass from McTominay. That's not bloody good enough, McTominay. Shocking. Just giving all impetus and possession back to Spurs now. Here they come down the left. Played inside to Lamela. Steps over the ball, and thankfully Harry Maguire gets it back for us, who takes that from the back, who looks like he is pretty motivated to do something in this game after being at fault for conceding. Marcus Rashford on the ball then in a deep position. Comes back, puts the ball over the top there, and it's cleared away. Good header by Eric Dyer to get it away. And he's fallen over and Lamela is through, but it's a foul on Rashford. Deemed as a foul. I thought he just fell to the ground there, but whatever. Yeah, this dude says, I agree, a late goal in half-time would be great. Yeah, if we could get a goal just before half-time, that would be brilliant. And Rashford was just brought down to the ground there. We got it back. Daniel James overlapping run. Surely that was a foul on Dan James again. And now Dan James goes in with a little bit of a angry reaction challenge and chops down Eric Dyer, I think it is. But I thought he was originally fouled. It wasn't given as a foul, but I saw it as a foul. This dude says Lamela has been aggressive all game long, and then the referee's just carded Dan James. This is bullshit. Like we've been saying, Spurs have put in a couple of dirty challenges so far. He's totally manhandled Dan James. Dan James has got up. It's a late tackle from Dan James, but it's not a yellow card there any more so than, an incident early on by Lamela. So the referee's not got any consistency here. It's rubbish. Leo Mensa, how you doing, Leo? He says, get the young kid Greenwood on. Fair play, yeah. I mean, whenever we've seen Greenwood, he's always delivered, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I would always be happy seeing Mason Greenwood as an option, but maybe a bit later on in the game. We haven't seen anything from Martial in this game. Again, I'm very disappointed with Martial up top there. Okay, where's the service to him, I hear you saying. I understand that too. He's not had a whole much of service, but whenever he's got it, he's had a bit of a mare, hasn't he? Lamela sprays it across, switches up, play over to the right, then Sissoko gets it under control. Son Heung-min shot, but it's blocked away there by Fred. And it's out for a Spurs corner. This is no good, lads. It's no good. What's happening? We're just making it so easy for them. 42 minutes gone then. Corner for Spurs. Ah. 4 corners to 3 then. Spurs leading on the corner chances. Gary Wells says, I don't trust old man Moss. Can't blame James for getting annoyed there. I fully agree with you there. I thought that he was himself fouled, and he's had a little bit of reaction. Not the worst reaction, just a late challenge from behind slightly. Corner comes in. Harry Maguire rises above everybody and gets the clearance away. Volley from the edge of the area, though, and it is well over the bar. And David De Gea goes to retrieve the ball for the goal kick. Oh, my days. This is proper shit, isn't it? Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. I tell you what, though, I haven't lost a belief at all, I feel like we're going to win this game 2-1. Coming out second half, we're going to take it to them. Spurs are there to be had. Problem is, United's back line is there to be had as well, judging by that shocking bit of play from us earlier. Alex says the reason they're getting space on the left is because they're targeting Luke Shaw, like I said they would. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Luke Shaw's been out of position forward a couple of times in this, and you've seen when they've received the ball back, there's loads of space over on that area, and they're just playing it down the right to Bergwijn, or Aurier's taking it down there, and there's lots of space in that position. So I hear you, man. He's been getting forward and nobody's seemed to be doing a good job of covering right now. He's got to get back. Chris Garafinski says McTominay's having an awful game. Gary Wells, get Pogba on second half. Every time McTominay's touched the ball, he's given it away. I'm going to be honest with you, every single time. I mean, I was expecting this, though. I was expecting it to be quite sloppy from everybody playing out there because it's just, it's just been a long time. Maybe not this sloppy, though, from a couple of players, but like Dan James has given every single thing away. And McTominay's given everything away. Martial's given everything away. It's not been a very consistently or consistent with how we were playing before lockdown, as I guess you wouldn't think it would be. Bruno wins it back then. Aaron Wan-Bissaka tries to be too damn clever there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, why? Oh no, and it's another loose pass by Fred. It's just not happening for us. There's no need for it. He tried to play Martial in. He's played it way too far away from him and just given it back to Spurs. A simple pass is all that's needed here, lads. Sloppy jalopy all over the freaking gaff. Raymond Moore, he says, we are looking rusty. Yes, Raymond, we're looking very rusty, my friend. We need to get the old WD-40 out at half-time and do something, man. Oh, Ryan Burberspin9 says, I love Dan James, but I think he would be a better impact sub when we have more options. Yeah, who was it yesterday who said that Dan James should come on at the end of the game when all the other opposition players are a little bit tired and that's when he could be most effective? Forgive me, somebody in the comment section said that yesterday and I fully agree with you. Actually, I think that's what his best role for Manchester United is. Gary Wells says, get Pogba on second half. I think we all need to see it now, don't we? We all want to see it. Ryan Burberspin, sorry, read that one. Farn says, Ollie the clueless out. Oh, Farn 141 getting in here already with that. What are you talking about, Farn? Bloody hell. Unbelievable already. Ruddy Can't Game says, GTA 5 is here. Good man, Ruddy. That's good to hear. Sandeep Barra says, lack of match time. JP says, Farn, you was like a cheerleader when you saw the starting lineup. Yeah, let's just not get carried away here. Look, even if we lose this game, it's not like going to affect much because if you look at the remainder goals of the games of the season, we should qualify for the Champions League anyway. Fair enough. If Ollie doesn't qualify for the Champions League based on the fixtures we've got left and the position we're in now, I would say it is a failure. But right now, it's not. There's still a whole half of football here. Football is a game of two halves, my friend. Lemonhead says comedy football is back. Norfolk Pyro says bring Pogba on at half-time for McTominay. The Cinnamon says nice one, Ruddy. You guys going to all stream it? The Collective Force says let's get in and regroup. 100% need that half-time whistle. There's 3 minutes of added time here, everybody, until half-time. 46 minutes, 10 seconds gone, so minute 50 left. How can we use that minute and 50 seconds to just maybe snatch one back before half-time and cancel out Spurs with their goal? That would be amazing. That would be the best thing that we could do here. Go on then. Go on then, United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka down the right. Here we go. Numbers in the box. Numbers in the box. Dan James overlap and run. What is that, Dan James? It's useless from your son. Oh, my days. I mean, don't eat just proper headless chicken stuff. Why not at least see who's around you rather than just playing the ball straight away into the first defender? Okay, we've won the corner, but it's headless chicken-worthy stuff. Bruno Fernandes with the corner, puts it into the back stick. Oh, and Slabby Maguire goes up, but he's muscled off it and he's ended up in a heap on the ground. And Spurs now hoof it out and it's gone back out to the halfway line. Ryan Berber says, wake up United, come on. We've waited 100 bloody days for this, lads. 100 days for this shit show. Oh, Serge Aurier muscling us off it. McTominay's done a good job winning it back. Bruno slips, but he gets up and he cuts back inside. Bruno Fernandes shot from distance. Right at Hugo Lloris from about 30 or 40 yards out. Like, really, Bruno? Like, fair enough. Okay, if that goes top bins, then everyone's calling you a bloody hero. But at the same time, maybe there's a better option in front of you. McTominay was just on the edge of the area in a bit of space. But fair enough, Bruno. If it goes in, nobody says a dicky bird, do they? Hey, Jonathan Gallagher says, put Matic on. Hey, Matic is the sort of calming influence we could bloody need in midfield right now. I'm not even joking. Like, if you look at how erratic McTominay and Fred have played in this game so far, like, consistently giving the ball away, Matic doesn't do that. You know, he also doesn't do anything that spectacular, but he keeps hold of it very well. He's a calming influence on the ball in the midfield. So, you might not be a million miles away. That's going to be half-time then, everybody, I think, because... Oh, shit, no. Who's that down on the ground clutching their ankle like it's bloody broken? It's Bruno. No, Bruno. Get up, Bruno. Oh, he's okay. I think he's okay. He's okay. Oh, thank Christ for that. Oh, man, that had me seriously worried there. He doesn't look too comfortable, though. He's shaking his head and limping, going off, man. No. Let's have a look at this. Son Heung-min goes in. There's no challenge made on Bruno. He's just, oh, no, he's just wrapped his own leg. Oh, no. I think he's done it. I think he's done himself there. Possibly. Because it sort of looked like that time Michael Owen dug in with his left boot and then wrapped himself around himself. It's almost that. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. But it didn't look the best. Alex says, for F's sake, Martial, you've done nothing. It's another one from Tony Martial where he's done nothing. I think maybe some changes are apparently needed right now. Odie and Igalo, give us somebody who can hold it up there. I'd much rather him come on, actually. From what I've seen from Martial in this game, I'd much rather Odin come on. Martial, to be fair to him, this is the story of Martial. And look, I'm not going to hold it against him too much because this is the first game back after a long break. But he is inconsistent. I don't care what anybody says. He's so inconsistent. Like one game, he's sick. And then he will be very much a passenger in the next game. We need some consistency up there, really. But he's still, it's only his first season as the number 9, as we keep saying, but there comes a point when you have to deliver, and even if you're not delivering, you've got to actually look like you're doing something. And I agree with what Alex said. He hasn't actually done it. You barely would have known that Anthony Martial was on the pitch in that first half, so it's not the best performance from him. Let's be completely honest now. Piano Girl 23 says, better be some changes. Fully agree with you on that one. There has to be some changes at half-time. Whether it's bringing Pogba on, maybe even Matic, like we were talking about. Fred and McTominay, just so erratic in the centre of the park. At least Matic, with his experience, he's going to hold on to the ball. He's not going to pass a pass that isn't there. We all know that from Matic. He only passes about 10 yards to the side of him, ever. But it's a calming influence in there. Maybe pair that with Pogba, roaming a little bit, and you've got yourself a nice little partnership now. Just saying, based on this, look, beforehand, I was happy with McTominay and Fred. It sounds good, but they've just both not been at the races today. They have been wayward with their passing, and they haven't kept hold of it at all well in the centre of the park there. And the frustrating thing about this half, lads and lasses, if you're just tuning in right now, by the way, thank you very much for joining us. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Definitely helps us out, but also, the fact is we just haven't been at the races in this game. The midfield has been poor, and McTominay, Fred, they've given it away consistently. And I think it's evident we need to do something differently because we're 1-0 down against Tottenham. The annoying thing is we were actually pretty good up until we conceded. Like we were looking the sharper of the two teams. United had created a couple of chances and Spurs hadn't created anything up until that point, about 25 minutes, half an hour in, whenever the first goal was scored. And since then, United have looked very ropey. We struggled to keep hold of it. We struggled to move the ball well. We did have a good chance earlier on in the half with Rashford. It was saved by Lloris. Lloris has made a couple of good saves. But still, even so, it's not a good enough display from United at this point. The midfield's very, very uncomfortable. You can see it. They're not keeping hold of the ball well. And the final product has been very poor for the whole half. We always thought maybe there'd be a little bit of a period where United struggled, or every team coming back from lockdown would struggle with the final touch, the finish, the fitness, the sharpness, all that good stuff that comes along with just being hardened, playing consistent Premier League top-flight football, which they haven't been doing for a few months. So maybe the passes are a little bit more wayward, but it's the same for everybody. And like Josie said before the game, it is about adaptability. It is about who can come back and who is sharpest and who hasn't been blunted the most in lockdown, And at the moment, it's hard to say who is looking the best from United's point of view. I mean, let's look at this objectively. If we look at the half, David De Gea's not covered himself in glory with that first goal that we conceded, but he also did make a couple of good saves. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, even he's given the ball away a couple of times, but he's looked okay. Harry Maguire and Lindelof have not looked fantastic at the back at all, particularly Harry Maguire, I think. I just think he's had a nightmare with that first goal. I don't know how he's been beaten so easily and allowed Bergwijn across him so easily like that. And Lindelof, of course, coming in and covering. It wasn't a good enough defensive job at all. Left back, Luke Shaw, he's been out of position too much. You've seen them exploit the space down that right-hand side. You've seen them have a good bit of joy down there because there's no bastard there half the time. That's an issue. Then centre mids, they've been poor. They've given it away, man, a lot. McTominay and Fred, both of them have given it away. In front of him, Rashford's been a positive. Rashford reacted well to that chance, and he's also, done a couple of decent things down that left-hand side. So I'm not going to say Rashford's not had a decent game so far. Bruno Fernandes has done a couple of really nice things, actually, but again, it's not like we've seen the best from Bruno Fernandes in this half. And then over on the right, Daniel James, probably one of the players who struggled the most in that first half. Every time he got the ball, it went to absolute shit. To be fair, he's just given it away, bad touch after bad touch. Even the one time where he does do a good touch and he does get half a yard on the defender down the right-hand side. He's whipped it in far, far too high for Rashford, who was in an acre of space waiting for it. So it's a very frustrating half from Manchester United's point of view. And up top there, Martial, a.k.a. Le Invisible Man, Le Invisible Harm. You know what I mean? La Invisible Harm, Anthony Martial. What's that all about? Very poor display by Anthony Martial out there. So that's my little summary of the first half performance, everyone, from the individual players. Not good enough. Solskjaer should make a change at halftime, hopefully. And I think it should be Pogba. I think Pogba coming on, maybe even Matic as well. Just change the engine room. Why have a little whiny, piss-poor 50cc engine when you can drop a freaking 600 in there, It makes no sense. Ruddy Can't Games says loan James out would be sensible. Yeah, fair play. I feel the same way about Pepe at Arsenal, Ruddy. No, fair play here. No, look, Dan James, he's a good backup to have, and he's a good squad player to have. He was never brought in to be a first name on the team sheet sort of player. That's a Jadon Sancho or a Bruno Fernandes or somebody like that. He's a young lad coming up from the Championship, never played any Premier League football before this season. So I don't think we should be putting too much on him. I think it's just the fact is, he's not quite good enough at the moment. He's still young. He's 21. He's going to get better. He's rapid as anything. He's super fast. And like we were talking about, maybe later in games is the best time that he could come on, because then you're going to find the opposition are a little bit more tired. He can really benefit from that pace and get the better of them. That is what is the plan. That's what the plan should be. So I think that is the long-term plan. We just need to get a right wing. Roy Keane's not bloody happy about this at all. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy. I'm not happy either. It is a shocking display from us. If you look at all the performances from the players so far, it's subpar. And players like Dan James, Martial, Luke Shaw, Fred, McTominay in that half, Maguire, they've really had a shithouse performance, haven't they? Properly poor from them. Wallace Montcroy Stewart, how you doing? He says, Pogba's going to have one of his good days because we need a big impact substitution. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Pogba has the ability to turn this game around, doesn't he? He really does. Sam Hopkins, how you doing, Sam? He says, I'm pissed. I don't know if you mean pissed in a good way, like you've had a few beers, or pissed off. But either way, I feel you. Pablo Jones says, Ollie should get Greenwood for James and Pogba for Fred. Fair play, interesting shout. I think, James has had a nightmare half. He shouldn't be doing that. Look at this down the left then. Look at Luke Shaw there, slouching, man. Get back, Luke Shaw. They're just showing some highlights here. And do you know what? Son Heung-min's header, which is saved by David De Gea on the 32-minute mark, is all from really Luke Shaw just not getting back there. It was too easy. So much space down the right there. Very, very poor. Sam Hopkins says, we got to wake up or we're losing this for F's sake. SNG Salim says, for F's sake, man, Maguire is taking too long to release the ball to Shaw. 100% agree. We've got all sorts of issues going on in the team. I'll tell you what, lads and lasses, my battery's just about to die. I'm just going to grab my charger. Give me 2 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. Give me 2 minutes and I'll be back. And I might just refresh my water, actually. So give me 2 minutes, guys. We'll get into the second half very, very shortly. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in to the stream tonight. Honestly, it's brilliant. Smash a thumbs up. And it's a shame that we're behind. But there's a second half to come, everybody. Don't go anywhere. There's a second half to come. Hang on to your seats, baby. Because this one's a screamer. I'll see you in a minute anyway. Don't go anywhere. shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking, lads and lasses. Honestly, what a gash first half that was. What can I say? I mean, really poor, sloppy from the players. Not able to, to really give a good account of ourselves anywhere over the pitch, I don't think. I think very sloppy performance from most of our players. Yeah, Roy Keane going absolutely off from one. I couldn't really hear it because I myself was speaking, but sounds like he was laying into them as professionals, saying they're shocking internationals. And my days, I have to agree. Lazy. Martial lazy. Luke Shaw lazy. It's no good. It's not an acceptable thing to see that level of tracking back and things like that from some of these players. Buster Cherry, how you doing? He says, in a battle of wits, Spuds fans are completely unarmed. The Collective Force says Keane said he'd be fighting De Gea and swinging punches at Maguire after that. Said he'd not let them on the bus after the match. He's right, to be honest. Shocking goal to concede. Mate, that goal was a complete shambles and a joke. And Slabby Maguire, the way he just let Bergwijn just get beyond him so easily. He got himself all muddled up. He's played him onto the wrong side. Just terrible defending from, he's shown him inside basically, but then rather than actually going inside, he's gone on the outside. It was shocking by Harry Maguire, really terrible defending. And then De Gea's goalkeeping in question for the strike as well. So very disappointing. I agree with Roy Keane then, because I think it's been very poor. Collective Forces, Martial has had no service, so I'd swap him out and put Igalo in. And I think you're right about that. He has struggled to get service, but anything we have seen from him, not good enough. And Igalo, at least what Igalo does, he'll come a little bit deeper. He'll get the ball. He'll hold it up. He'll bring other players into it a little bit better. Martial's the sort of guy who needs to be playing on the last man and getting the balls in behind. David De Gea looks riled up, though, coming out in the second half here. We're about to get underway for the second half, everybody. Thanks once again for joining us. We've almost hit 150 likes on the vid, so shout out to you all for tuning in and helping and supporting the show by hitting that like button. And thanks for stopping by. Get involved in the live chat. We're about to get the second half underway now. Kickoff is now. The game is off, so second half underway, everybody. 1-0 down against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium here. Long ball over to the left-hand side by Spurs. One back by United. Bruno Fernandes, good touch, brings it back inside, gets his head up, plays a forward one in behind, but it's no good. Have Manchester United made any changes at half-time? Let me have a look. See if we've had the bottle. See if Ole Gunnar's had the bottle to make a change at half-time. You know what? It doesn't look like we have made any changes at half-time. So, which is a shame, because I do think Fred and McTominay was just not working in the middle for us. Rashford on the ball then. Down the left, and it's, he's flagged offside then. Solskjaer looking a little bit concerned on the sidelines now, chewing that gum a la Alex Ferguson. He's taken over the old Wrigley sponsorship from Alex Ferguson there. But seriously though, guys, I mean, this is gash, isn't it? 100 days for this half of football that we've had so far. Don't show me Jesse Lingard warming up on the side. Okay, we've got Greenwood warming up, we've got Pogba warming up. Matic, I think, is the other player warming up there on the sidelines. Oh. Yeah, Matt Rush says Pogba warming up at halftime. Big change imminent. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we just seen him carrying on there. So yeah, I think the change is going to come pretty early in this first half. McTominay does well though. Wins it back, gets his head up, plays a good forward pass. Martial retrieves it. Ball through. We've got a chance. Dan James goes over to the left-hand side. Daniel James cuts back in, looking for Rashford. Good ball, Rashford then. Go on, Rashford. Rashford, lad. Oh, we tries the simple one to Bruno Fernandes, but it's been read by the Spurs player, and it is pushed away now. And Tottenham look to counter, but it's a good little bit of play by Lindelof to get something in it. Nice committed challenge. It's gone up in the air. Harry Maguire plays it out. Down the left then, Bruno Fernandes gets on the ball. He tries to look for that simple ball forward, but it's cut out by Serge Aurier. Oh, Ellie says, any lurkers that aren't getting involved with the live chat, say hi. Well done, Ellie. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, get involved if you've not commented yet. Get involved. I'll give you a shout out. Henry Kim says, Pig, your bit with Hen about Ollie eating peperamis was the funniest thing ever. I don't even remember that, mate. I literally don't remember what you're talking about. Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer eating peperamis. I don't remember that. Nan Boy. How you doing, Nan Boy? He says, Rashford will eventually score. Yes, hopefully. I think if anybody's going to score, it's going to be Rashford. He's the player out of all the players today that has actually looked the most sharp, to be fair to him. So, yeah, he's done well. Eugene McGeever says Roy Keane is not happy with David De Gea, nor should he be, to be honest. Nor should he be. Collective Force has 150 likes. Spot on, everyone. Nice one, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and doing that. Ryan Berberspin says, skill from Rashford to Bruno. That was sexy. Ruddy can't game. Don't even go there, mate. You know Hen's loving this right now. Oh, no. Sandeep Barrett says, Bruno's touches are so good. Yeah, he's a very, very talented player, isn't he? Hopefully he can have a really good positive influence this second half. We haven't seen too much from anybody in this game, though. Just yet. Rashford, though, looks for one in behind. Luke Shaw made the overlapping run, cut out, and Luke Shaw has gotten forward quite a bit, but he doesn't necessarily like to get back. And maybe Jose Mourinho is loving that, because obviously he knows when Luke Shaw was playing for him, he always used to say that he just wasn't getting back, he wasn't in the right position, he had to stand on the sidelines and shout instructions at him. Well, I think Luke Shaw's actually had a really good season for United this year, but in the game so far, in the first half, he was not at the races either. So very, very poor. Oh, go on then. Aaron Wan-Bissaka trying to latch onto a forward through ball there. And it is gone out, though, for a goal kick to Spurs. Bloody hell. Shocking, man. Ruddy can't game. How's it going, Ruddy can't game? Mikhail Kramer says, recruit Keane for motivational coach. I think it would work out pretty well, actually, wouldn't it? He'd at least smash some heads together. That's the problem with this United side sometimes. They do need a kick up the arse. If you ask me, with performances like in that first half, they need a kick right up the jacksie. And that's a foul committed on Daniel James there. Get him off. It's just freaking unbelievable. Right, I'm going to just set up the stream for the post-match show, because I forgot to do that, actually. But I'll just set that up for, like, just as I'm going in the background here. But, yeah. Harry Maguire, man. Sort that bloody slab out, your bloody Easter Island head. You know, what is that? Like, I understand he's carrying around a great weight on his shoulders there, but come on, he should have done a lot better with that first half goal that we conceded, man. Slabby Maguire, just when he was starting to look good as well. Ball in from a free kick from United, though. Headed away. Luke Shaw goes to retrieve the ball. Keeping it in play for us. McTominay's made the run into a wide position. He retrieves the ball from Luke Shaw. McTominay then does well to get away from Serge Aurier. Gets the ball over to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw tries to control it like he's Johan Cruyff. Unfortunately, he's not. And he's not controlled it well. And now it's given away. But Fred retrieves it. Now sprayed over to Dan James on the right-hand side. Forward run made by Martial. Piss poor pass from Daniel James. Get him off the pitch now. I've seen enough of Daniel James in this game. I don't want to see any more. I'm sorry, but it's just not happening for Daniel James out there. The touch is absolutely of a rapiste. I don't understand how he's doing so badly with every single pass he bloody tries. What is that? Can you believe that? Daniel James, man. Oh, Alex says, oh my effing God. Dan James is shocking. He can't even complete a pass. Simplest of passes he just has to do that. He tries like some weird little Toby straight into the path of the opposition. What is that all about, James? Yeah, I agree, Ultra Whiz Boy says James' worst performance. Probably is James's worst performance we've seen in a United shirt so far. I feel kind of bad because he is a backup player playing a first team role for us right now, because we are a player short in that area. He is a young lad coming up from the Championship, you know? So I feel kind of bad for him in a lot of ways, but at the same time, yes, he's having an absolute shocker out there. You just can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, coming back into it and just simple passes, you know, that me, you, or our grandmothers could play, and screwing those up. You can't do it. Simple one from him there, though. He's giving it to Tony Martial. Cuts back inside and he's fouled, and it's a free kick to Manchester United. Tony wins us a free kick there. Bloody unbelievable, isn't it? 40 minutes left. What's the time? 30. So if I go 25, that'll probably be right. So we'll just go 10:25, right? Whatever. Yeah, shocking first half. And so far, you know, Dan James has really not looked good in this half either. Ball played over from Harry Maguire. Good pass over to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who retrieves it on the right. 52 minutes, 14 seconds gone then. McTominay gets his head up, plays the ball, and Dan James has got in the way. Shock, it's just not happening for Dan James. Okay, maybe McTominay's pass was poor there, but it's just not happening for Dan James, whatever he does. Anything he's touching is turning to shite. You know, it's like King Midas, but with shite. King Shidus. That's what he is. Dan James is King Shidus out there. All right, hang on. Yeah, I mean, I just cannot really understand why he's still on the pitch, actually. To be fair, he's having that bad of a game. Now's the time. We're 53 minutes in. Now's the time, Ollie, to make some changes then, lad. You know, we've seen the players warming up on the sidelines. Let's get them on there. You know, there's no point just fanning around with the same players on here anymore. It's absolutely gash. Ugh. 53 minutes 25. Here comes Spurs then. They've got an opportunity. Son Heung-min down the left for them. Always a danger. Watch out for him. Lucky we have the spider, Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. But still, not very many players covering themselves in glory at the minute, guys. Who's your performer of the game so far? I guess it's got to be either, you know, Rashford or maybe Bruno. But it's like, there's slim pickings out there for United right now. Bruno gets his head up, plays a nice pass into Martial, who's in a bit of space, drives forward. Good return pass by Martial to Bruno. Oh! Bruno with a daisy cutter shot from 30 yards out. In the end, you know, Hugo Lloris is beaten. In the end, it is not far wide at all. Good bit of play by Tony Martial. Receives the ball from Bruno, plays it back into him. And it's a good effort by Bruno, actually. You know, it's a low-driven shot. He's looking for that bottom left-hand corner, and it almost looks like it's going in, but it's probably about half a foot wide of that left-hand post in the end. But Hugo Lloris was well beaten there. Oh. And like I was saying, yeah, he's looking like one of the players who's likely to make something happen if anybody can. But we'll see. Fucking bullshit. Right, nice. Okay, I was just doing that anyway. Here we go then. Come on, boys. Come on, lads. Come on, United. There's still a little bit of time here. Alex says, does anyone notice how James looks slower than usual? Yeah, I have kind of noticed that, actually. I don't know why that is, but I thought the same sort of thing. Maybe it's just our minds playing tricks on us, but I don't know. Harry Kane, then, the absolute Rodney Trotter lookalike, has had a bit of a quiet game himself, to be fair. McTominay, then, on the ball for United. We need to make some bloody changes. $55 minutes, 32 seconds gone, and we need to make some changes. Indra Hafizul says United will lose. It's looking that way at the moment, isn't it? Hopefully we can turn it around in the next 35 minutes, but it's not looking too great for us. Luke Shaw then on the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Back to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire over to Lindelof then in the centre circle. And do you know what? Tottenham have conceded Tottenham have the fewest clean sheets so far this season, which means that they've conceded a lot of goals. And they're currently 1-0 up in this game with a clean sheet, but they've only actually kept 4 clean sheets all season long. In 29 games, lads and lasses, they've kept 4 clean sheets. So you'd expect United to score, man. Viking Red says, sweaty speak. Why don't you jump off Klopp's teeth? Fair enough. Henry Kim says, I'd love Josie to pat Ollie's head this time. Oh, man, imagine if you did that. The ultimate comeback. No, we don't want to see that anyway. 56 minutes, 40 seconds gone. Come on, boys. There you go. Fred keeps alive. Go on then, Bruno Fernandes. Down the right, Bruno with a sprayed pass. Shit! Touch of an absolute felon by Daniel James. Do one, Daniel James. Off the pitch you go right now. Where is the substitution? I'm failing to see what Dan James is even doing out there today for us. Okay, look, it's his worst game for United, you know, that we've seen. But just get him off then. Rip him off the pitch. It's not happening for him. Abbas Sassani says, what is he waiting for? I do not know what he's waiting for here. I do not know what he's waiting for. He should make the change right now. Dan James needs to come off, and we need to change the engine room as well, because I'm sure McTominay and Fred is just not happening for us. It's not happening for us. Clyde and Yonyi, he says, Ollie, it's time for substitute. Please do the needful. I agree with you, Clyde. 100%. Ollie needs to make the change. Alex says, oh my effing God, get Dan James off now. Feels exactly the same. Gary Wells says, we have 5 subs. Use some subs. Crikey. We have got 5 subs. Why aren't we using the subs already? Come on, it's 57 minutes, 47 seconds in, Ole Gunnar. This does piss me off about him sometimes. Like, we could see the problems with what's happening in this game. Mainly that some of the players are not at the races. Dan James, it's just not happening for him. Spurs with a chance. Good bit of defending there by Luke Shaw to get the block in, and it's cleared away by United. This is dodgy, man. This dude says, come on, Ollie, change him now. It will change the whole momentum. I agree, and he's just lacking that confidence now, you know. He's in a hole now. He's in a slump. When that happens, you know, it's hard for them to psychologically recover in the game like this. He's already convinced himself he's having a shit game. You know why? Because he's having a terrible game. So you might as well get him off and build him up for the next one. This is just clearly not working for the lad. Bloody Dan Lames. You know what I mean? Dan Lames out there at right wing in this game. Who've we got? Daniel Lames. Ultra Whiz Boy says almost 200 watching. You what? Hey, legends, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to the channel for more football watch-alongs and United reactions. Stick around for the game, after the game, for the post-match reaction, which we will be doing afterwards. And, you know, what can I say so far? It's just shocking. We'll be breaking this performance down afterwards a bit more. But yeah, I mean, cannot really understand. We look to be making some changes here. Finally, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's making some changes. It looks like Pogba and Greenwood coming on. It looks like Pogba and Greenwood are the lads who are going to be coming on. So that's good at least. Bloody unbelievable, eh? Spurs then keep hold of it, get their head up, play the long ball up the pitch, give away possession to United, who retrieve it back via Harry Maguire in the centre circle here. 1-0 down. Come on, United. There's half an hour left here. Let's do it then. Let's get the lads on. Pogba and Greenwood. Let's do it. Get Dan James off. Get McTominay off. Ball whipped in then to Rashford, but it's cleared away once again by Spurs here. They're doing a good job of defending those crosses, those aimless crosses that are coming in at the minute. And Mason Greenwood and Paul Pogba are both coming on the pitch right now, everyone. So 2 changes coming from Manchester United. He's made the decision finally on the 60th minute here. 60 minutes, 22 seconds gone. Jonathan Carlin says, come on, Pogba. Jonathan Gallagher says, I'm really frustrated, mate. I feel you, bro. This is a really shocking, frustrating game so far to come back to after lockdown. Son Heung-min plays a great pass in, but it's really good defending by Luke Shaw, who judges it really well. And he did get back that time, and that was a very good bit of defending. There was a Spurs man and a lot of space over on the right, Steven Bergwijn, and he's just waiting for it, and Luke Shaw comes in and judges it well and gets the header on it to intercept and get it away for a Spurs corner. Decent bit of defending there from Luke Shaw. The cop says, who's coming off? Right, let's see who's coming off then. 61 minutes gone, looking like United are going to make the changes now. Son Heung-min, is he coming off the pitch as well? No, he's just going over to the corner flag, sorry. Right, let's see what Pogba's got. Absolutely Matty the Rushmeister. Let's see what he does, what he can do. Oh, man, Eddie Benson, thank you so much for your super chat here, pal. Oh, ball in. It's gone over David De Gea's goal. Goal kick to United. Eddie Benson, thank you very, very much for your PayPal here, lad. No comment to go with it, but what a hero. Thank you very much for your support. Shout out to Eddie Benson. And then Gungshi as well getting in here again. Thank you so much. He says, just want to officially say sorry to Gary Wells for having a double Moisey-esque daymare and accidentally banning him after falling asleep with my phone in my hand while the pig was live. I hereby name myself Melter of the Year. Gungshi, mate, you've apologised plenty of times for that, son. You don't have to apologise anymore, but really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the level of support there. And also, you know, Gary Wells, great to have him back in here after being sacked off by Gungshi that time. Right, here we go. The changes are coming. It's Fred who's coming off the pitch for Pogba. Pogba goes on for Fred, and surely Daniel James off for Mason Greenwood, right? Bit of a frustrating game from Fred, let's be honest. It didn't quite happen for him. He's given it away a lot of the time. Means McTominay's still on the pitch, though, and the same could be said for him. So the 2 changes yet. Dan James is the player who makes way for Greenwood. Greenwood comes on, Good move by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because Dan James was doing nothing. And also I think Fred or McTominay, take your pick. They've both been subpar. Ball played over to Marcus Rashford, who retreats it on the left for United in a dangerous area. Rashford, he gets that half a yard. He plays it to Bruno, edge of the area. Bruno cuts back in. Shot from Pogba after just coming on the pitch, but it's blocked. United retain possession. Bruno Fernandes gives it to Greenwood, Mason Greenwood, and suddenly United look to have some intent about us. Bruno, ball to the back stick. Rashford gets the head on it. Luke Shaw comes wading in. Oh, but he's cut out. And Pogba with a great slide-in challenge. Yes, Pogba. That's the commitment we want to see, lad. And he gets the ball in, but it's gone out for a corner. But come on, Pogba. What a slide-in tackle that was from Pogba, lad. I didn't know he had it in him. Did you see that? That was a really nice sliding tackle from Pogba to win it back in a dangerous area for us. Primot says, be a great opportunity for Pogba to earn a bit of respect back from us fans. You're spot on. I mean, if he comes on now, even if he just scores an equaliser or sets something up or just does something magical, then we are going to all be talking about Paul Pogba in a positive light once again and saying, look, Fred, McTominay, they just didn't perform, did they? Pogba's the man. Of course, that's how fickle football fans are, myself included. If he comes in and does that on the back of them looking so ropey, then of course for the next game we'll all be crying out for Paul Pogba. Here he is, plays a nice good pass to Bruno on the edge there. Bruno gets his head up to Martial. Oh, Martial can't get his shot off quick enough. Eric Dyer gets the block in there. But what a bit of penetrative play by United there. Pogba just gives it to Bruno, edge of the area. Bruno turns with a lovely Croy turn, gets his head up, one thing on his mind, find Martial, great pass. Martial with a good touch too, but it's just good defending by Eric Dyer, you have to say. It's really good sliding block from Eric Dyer, and Hugo Lloris pounces on the block. But crikey, man. Martial could have maybe got it away a bit quicker, but it was a nice bit of play by Pogba and Bruno there. Positive stuff. There you go. The combination already happening. The combining of the two players already happening. Wan-Bissaka wants it. He's overlapped, but we've gone back inside. McTominay on the ball now for United. He gives it to Pogba. Pogba then. Pogba looks pretty hungry in this game. Let's see what he can do. He gives it over to Luke Shaw on the left then. Pogba back to, Luke Shaw to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire goes forward, back to Lindelof though. Lots of space for United down the right. Bruno Fernandes elects to go inside. That's sloppy from Bruno. No need for it. He's given away possession. And it was very sloppy from Bruno Fernandes that. But he's won it. We've won it back though. Well done. Greenwood wins it back. And here we go again then down the right. Greenwood on the ball. Aaron Wan-Bissaka keeps hold of it. Plays it into Greenwood, but the ball's gone out for a United throw. Oh, the chauvinistic gentleman in the house says, come on, you Spurs. Oh, no. Good to see you, those chauvinistic gentlemen. Thanks for stopping by. Luke Shaw plays it to Rashford. Rashford, can he get the better of Serge Aurier? No, and he's been had it taken off him, but Luke Shaw's done a great job of winning it back. Go on, Luke Shaw. Yes, Luke Shaw. Great pass by Luke Shaw. Martial. Oh, no. What a save. What a save by his compatriot, Hugo Lloris, man. Martial with a great effort there. It looked like it was destined for the top right-hand corner. Look at this sensational play by Luke Shaw. Great pass in. It's a fantastic hit by Martial. Maybe it could be more in the top corner, but it's a great hit. And it's a fantastic save by Lloris, man. What a save. Oh, United's best chance of the game there has been saved by Hugo Lloris, who's made a couple of great saves in this game already. Ball switch play, though, over to Rashford. Rashford controls it, brings it down, but the ball to Martial is loose, and Spurs clear it out once again and spit it out. Oh, my days, lads and lasses, eh? Matty Rush says, no way. Keep at them. Go, go, says Primot. Mikhail says, Lloris is playing well. Yeah, he absolutely is. Miriam Waniku thinks that Man United 2, Tottenham 1. I hope that is the case. I mean, we've pounded them in this second half since we made the changes. Since we made the changes we needed to make, we've actually been pounding them. Here we go, Martial then, into Pogba. Pogba gets his head up and plays a pass, a sloppy one, over to Wan-Bissaka. Sloppy pass by Pogba, but Wan-Bissaka does well to keep it in. And Bruno Fernandes is fouled by Son Heung-min, who gets hit in the ear. And Harry Maguire is on the ball now. He gets his head up. He's looking for a runner in front of him. There isn't really one, but there's Rashford. Rashford's just no need to do that. Lamella judges it and takes it off of Rashford there. Maguire, good challenge, but he's giving it back to Lamela, and Pogba's climbing all over him, and it's a free kick to Tottenham. Harris Khan says, keep it up, lads. Goal soon. Yes, I think if we keep the level of intensity up that we've just shown for the last 10 minutes, then we can definitely get the equaliser. We've been all over them. They're just showing this replay of that chance by Martial again. It's a good hit by Martial, but what a save by Lloris. It's a great save. You have to say, I mean, Martial couldn't have done much more, maybe. The thing is, though, because he's got Dyer closing him down, he couldn't really bend it any further into the side of the goal anyway, I don't think. But it's such a good effort, and it was a very, very good save. 68 minutes, 5 seconds gone then, everybody, in this game. So just over 20 minutes. They're having another little water break here to take on some more fluids. Oh, nightmare. What a nightmare. 1-0 down. I still think we can come back, though. If you look at the last 10 minutes, we've done all right. Harris Khan, yeah, I agree with you, mate. Steve Johnson, what's going on, Steve Johnson, pal? Good to see you. He said it's too hot at 38 degrees C. Oh, that does sound toasty, my friend. I'm sweating my tits off here at about 19 degrees. Alex says that if we keep this up, we will score, I think. Yeah, I mean, played some good stuff, haven't we, last 10 minutes? Basically, since Pogba and Greenwood came on. It's as simple as that, isn't it? He should have made that change a little bit earlier, to be honest. We could all see that. It just wasn't happening for Daniel James. And Fred and McTominay in the centre part wasn't happening for them either. So it made sense to stick Pogba in there. Edgar says Pogba should have been playing earlier. Yeah, I mean, it's easier to say these things in hindsight. It is. But I agree. But it is easier to say that in hindsight. But judging by the performance that Fred and McTominay put in first half, yes. It would have made sense to see Pogba earlier. And how he's combined so far with some of the players of the team has been pretty good. Matty Russ is looking better with Pogba. Yes, 100% agree. So far we have definitely looked better with Pogba in the team. Primot says attack. Abbas Hassani says it's going to be 1-1. I mean, I would take that all day long right now, to be fair. I really would. JP says United dispossessed themselves. Steve Johnson says it gets that way here. Extreme cold in winter and very humid summer. Yeah, Canada, man. Extreme to one extreme to another. Goog says, I just need... Or no, actually, you're in Minnesota, aren't you? Sorry. Goog says, just need a Garlo on now. Matty Lewis says, McKenna looks like Phil Neville. Penombali says, Pogba Man United master will score. Well, I like that positivity there, man. I hope that he does. That'd be sensational. Spurs just making a couple of substitutions now as well. They just brought Lo Celso on. Eddie Otu says, final quarter coming up. Come on, Pogba. We have more play now. Yeah, we do. He's livened things up, hasn't he? And here he is. He's shielding the ball very well. He keeps hold of it. Pogba doing well here. Yeah, keeps hold of it nicely. Harry Maguire then gives it back to Pogba. Pogba, simple one to Lindelof. Lindelof now over to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka looks for the simple pass down the right, but he's giving it away. He's giving it away. It's no good. It's no good. And McTominay's muscled off it as well. But he does a good job to win it back, McTominay. And that's never a foul, ref. You're talking absolute horse shit, ref. This ref's had a shithouse display as well. But anyway, that was never a foul. And McTominay's just been penalised there. Rubbish. That was not a foul. Matty Lewis says, get McSauce off, man. Get Matic on. I mean, I think he would be a calming influence. Maybe he'd allow the likes of Pogba and Bruno, etc., to maraud a little bit, which is what we need for the last 20 minutes of this game. So, yeah, he's just comfortable on the ball, isn't he, Matic? He doesn't do anything erratic. He might not be the most inspirational, but he's a calming influence back there. So, yeah, it makes sense. I wouldn't have thought I'd be saying this, but maybe for the next game, it's time to see a bit of Matic and Pogba action together. Gandalf thinks it's going to end 2-0. Cinnamon says, isn't Steve in Canada already? Oh, I've probably forgotten now. Eddie O2 says, ref has been poo, I agree. Yes, he has. He's not been good. Daniel Sigorke says, maybe we try a Garlo. Yeah, I mean, Martial had good a shot earlier, but other than that, he's done naff all for this game. Maybe it would make sense to get a Garlo on, hold it up a little bit for us as well. JP says, one sub left, Lingard. This dude, Lamela, still not booked. Unbelievable. Shocking officiating. Yeah, fair enough. Big God Bob thinks we'd have beaten him if we'd have started Pogba. Primot says, more than once, Marcel has had a dreary match only to pop up with a critical tally. Come on, that's very true. That is actually really true. So let's not forget that. Like, it's not always about the overall performance from a striker. It's about when they're taking their chances and scoring the goals. And there is still 20 minutes left of this game, everyone. We're 72 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Can I just say, it's great to have you all back in here for the watch-alongs and doing the watch-alongs again. It's unfortunate we're 1-0 down. I was hoping for a real positive. But look, come on! Let's get behind the team. There's 20 minutes left here. We're looking decent now. It's a cornerless Spurs, though. And Son Heung-min on the corner flag. Yeah, ball played in by Son then from the corner. Good header away by Slabby Maguire this time. Or sorry, Lindelof I think it was. No, it was Slabby. And you should be able to tell them apart, can't you? Victor Lindelof and Maguire with the sizes of their head. But a ball played in. David De Gea comes and gets a touch on it. Pivotal save there. It looked destined to meet the runner at the back stick by Spurs there. That's a foul, ref. Finally, the referee's called something in our way. The absolute prat. Thank you, Matty the Rushmeister. He says, smash a like for the pig. Much appreciated, Matt Rush, for drumming up the likes. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, do hit that like button and make sure you tune in after for the post-match show as well. Because we're going to be going into this and dissecting the performance by United a little bit more and just talking about some of the performances in our usual style that we do here on Flying Pig United. So please do, tune in for it after this as well, because there's going to be a lot to talk about, isn't there? There's quite a lot to talk about. Pogba then. Oh no, sorry. Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays in. Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial is read once again by Eric Dyer. And what's very frustrating about Eric Dyer today is he's usually absolutely shite at centre-back. And today he's actually done some pretty good stuff, hasn't he, Eric Dyer? He's looked pretty good. Is that Martial making him look good, or is he just genuinely being good? Yeah, I agree, Eddie O2, mate. Gary Wells, I know, Eddie, but we are Man United. Absolutely, we should be bloody doing better. We should, come on, we've got 15 minutes here. Go on, Luke Shaw. He's livened up this second half as well, Luke Shaw, but he's given the ball straight away to Spurs and left that gaping hole down that left-hand side of the United's pitch once again. But Rashford wins it back for United. He gets his head up and he plays in Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood looks lively, as he always does, but shocking little bit of play from us, and it's given away to Spurs again. Harry Kane with the head up. He plays in a fantastic pass to Son Heung-min, and we've got Victor Lindelof on him, but Spurs look to counter here with Son Heung-min. Harry Kane coming alive now at the moment. Nice couple of touches by Harry Kane. Son Heung-min in a pocket of space on the left-hand side of the pitch for Spurs. Has to go back inside, because there's no getting past Aaron Wan-Bissaka there, to be fair. And Spurs win the throw-in. Frustrating game, eh? What a frustrating game of football, eh? Hey, Dan Tay's in the house, is he? Daniel Tay. Yes, Dan Tay says both drinks breaks have killed our momentum. Yeah, you're right, actually. They did do that, because the first 25 minutes of the game, we looked pretty lively. And then after that, we had a shiter. And then that's just happened again. So yeah, can't deny what you said there. I agree. Tento Cisco says we're going to sneak 2 in by Fergie time. That is the spirit I like to see, Tento. Come on. Could happen, couldn't it? The collective force says, why are we not using all the subs we have? It's a very good point. I guess because maybe some of the subs that we've got are actually shite. I don't know. No, that's not the reason, obviously. But yeah, I wouldn't really want to see Lingard come on or anything like that. But yeah, there's Williams on the bench. There's Igalo on the bench. There's Mata on the bench. So yes, I agree with you. I think we should be looking to use some more substitutes now. I don't really quite understand why it's the 75th minute and we've only made those couple of changes. Very, very disconcerting, actually. Oh no, Spurs with a chance. Serge Aurier, good bit of covering by McTominay, who just gets enough on it to see it out. Oh no, and it's what, a penalty shout there, is it? What? Oh no, a corner shout. Quick goal kick taken by Manchester United, and it's wasted from us. Wasted. Jose's team's positioning there all over the place. Wasted opportunity on the counter from us. This dude says, Mata, come on, please. We could definitely do with a technician up there right now, could we? But I'd almost like to see, I think if I had to make one change right now, it would probably be a Igalo one for Martial. I know we've seen Martial pop up and score some important goals, but I think for the last part of the game, Igalo just might help bring some of the other players into it, like Rashford, and, just allow those guys to some more goal-scoring opportunities. Alex says Igalo and Matic are coming on. That is good. That is exactly what I want to see. Igalo, Matic, get McTominay off. Here comes Matic, 77 minutes, 5 seconds gone. Matic coming on the pitch then for must be McTominay, and then also Igalo coming on for must be Martial. Let's just confirm that, guys. But yeah, I think that's the right thing to do from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Maybe a little bit late, but he's still bringing him on. Gungshi says Igalo as well, so he wants to see Igalo. Here he is. Come on then, Odeon, son. Come on, Odeon, lad. And Matic as well. And like I said, look, he can be that calming influence, being solid in United's midfield, allowing Pogba to maraud forward a little bit in this second half and not leave us totally exposed. He can just sit in front of the back line there. And also Bruno as well. So I think it's a good move from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to bring Matic on right now. He is the most experienced midfielder we've got. And he showed that before the lockdown with how he calmly kept hold of the ball and was a calming influence. So yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. Maguire then down the left to Rashford. Rashford inside. Here we go. Rashford to Slabby Maguire. Slabby Maguire puts one into the danger zone. Tries to look for Greenwood there, but it is not met by a red shirt, and it's cleared away just as far as Bruno Fernandes now, who tries to nip one over the head of Son, but it has ended up going away. But Wan-Bissaka with the ball back into the danger zone. Luke Shaw wins it near the edge of the area. Turns his back and gives it to Harry Maguire. Lovely sprayed pass out to the right-hand side by Harry, who gives it to Wan-Bissaka. What a ball! Oh, just a little bit too much on it. The path of Odion and Igalo. You thought Odion might just get on the end of that on the edge of the 6-yard box. But yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's livened up in this half. He was in a lot of space there. Good pass by Harry Maguire to him. And it's a lovely curling ball to the back post. I'm not sure if Odion could have got on the end of that, actually, if he just didn't see it coming or something. Maybe the Spurs player in front of him just sort of put him off. But yeah, I thought he could have got on the end of that. JP says attack is dead. Harry Maguire over the top. Long ball's gone all the way to David De Gea. Farn 141 is firmly on the Ollie out brigade right now. I don't know how you could be doing that already, Farn 141, man. Ollie's done a great job this season, in all honesty. The signings he's made have been brilliant. Even if we lose this game away at Spurs, like after coming back from lockdown, like it's not the worst game in the world to lose, if I'm being totally honest. You know, look, I'm not freaking happy about it either, but I'm definitely not Ollie out. Mason Greenwood down the right then, but he finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Paul Pogba in a bit of space. Closed down by Eric Dyer, but Paul Pogba looks for that half a yard, and he gets that half a yard, and he does. Dyer, Paul Pogba, penalty ref! Yes, it's a penalty, referee, yes! Paul Pogba wins the penalty, yes, Paul Pogba! You freaking beauty, Paul Pogba! I knew you had it in you, Paul Pogba! I knew you could come on and change this game, Paul Pogba! He's done it! Look at that, how he's just done Eric Dyer, and Eric Dyer's resorted to grabbing at his shirt, and he's twisted in his arm like his name is Bob Backlund or something. He almost looks like Bob Backlund with his new lockdown hairdo as well, and he's giving them the old chicken wing. He gave Pogba the old chicken wing. And what's happened here? Pogba's won the penalty, everybody! Pogba's won the penalty! Come on then, Bruno Fernandes is stepping up and he's going to take it. Come on. I thought that was a penalty. He's literally given him the old Bob Backlund chicken wing. Submission move, man. It was a definite penalty. And that wasn't a soft penalty, Ruddy. It was a definite penalty. Come on then, Bruno Fernandes, lad. Come on, Bruno Fernandes. 80 minutes, 36 seconds gone. Bruno Fernandes standing over the penalty spot with the ball. He puts it down. Come on then, Bruno Fernandes. Go on, Bruno. He takes his back step then. The referee puts the whistle to his mouth, blows it. Bruno Fernandes runs up. Bruno Fernandes! Come on, my son, get in there! He levels up! 1-1! Suck it, Spurs! Have some of that, Jose Mourinho! And we've done it! We've got the equalising goal, everybody. 1-1. Bruno Fernandes, the man, the myth, himself! He's popped up and put the penalty in. What a great penalty as well. What a fucking great penalty that is, lads and lasses. One back by Pogba. Thank you so much, Paul Pogba, lad, for doing what you just did and winning that penalty for us. Getting you beauty. That's what we're talking about. And it's 1-1, everybody. Come on. Have some of that, Eric Dyer, you absolute ball bag. One thing's for sure. He shaved his head. He looks even more like a ball bag. And don't slip it up now. We've still got time to go on and win this game. Come on, United. We want the ball back. Go on, Pogba. Oh. Pogba was class there, Sandeep Barash. I fully agree with you, mate. Very class from Pogba. Matt Rush says not saving that, Lloris. Very, very true. Even if it went the right way, it's difficult. DJ Disco Dave says, yes, now let's go and win. Gary Wells says, let's go and win. Harris Khan says, get in. Piano Girl says, God, I've missed Crazy Happy Pig. I've missed it too. This is utter excitement. Spurs with the free kick into a danger zone, though. Headed away by United. But now Spurs are coming. It's a ball over the top. Oh, if he'd have controlled that, they'd have been in. Son Heung-min just stayed on side and was in by a country mile there, but he couldn't quite get the touch on the lofted ball over the top there. Oh my days, this is exciting all of a sudden. We've got that equaliser. We could go on and win this. We could go on and win this. The momentum is with us. The momentum is well and truly with us. Oh. Brilliant that from Paul Pogba. Massive credit to him. He's looked really good since he's come on, actually. He has given us that shot in the arm as soon as he came on. So, look, that's the impact Paul Pogba can have in your side. He is a quality player. You've seen that with how he's just orchestrated things since he's come on. And that winning of the penalty is a massive factor, you know, in this game. Like, it's led to us equalising. So he's done a tremendous job there. Massive respect to Pogba. Also, Bruno Fernandes for keeping his cool there. Because he knew the importance of that goal there, getting United the equaliser in a big game like this. He knows the importance of it. So get in there, Bruno Fernandes, finishing it off. Lovely to see. Rashford then, played in by Bruno. Bruno gets it back from Rashford. And Bruno, unbelievable control to just keep it, taking it over the head of a Spurs player and round the other side. But it's given away now, and Spurs now look to counter, and now they've got the bit between their teeth a little bit here. Here they come down the left, Tottenham Hotspur. Aaron Wan-Bissaka goes to close them down. And the momentum's with us, guys. It really is. The attacking has been much better from United in this second half. CB says, thank God for that. We could have lost this game, but we're back. Come on, United. Yes, CB. Oh, no. Foul committed by Pogba just on the edge of the area there, giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. But at least it wasn't in the penalty area. Gungshi says, 172 likes, Pig. That is insane. Hey, guys, thanks so much for chucking a thumbs up on it, everyone. Like, that's massive. Thank you to everybody that's done that. Maybe, just maybe, we can twat 200 likes. So if you haven't done so yet, please do hit that like button. Oh! Come on then, United. Come on. David De Gea organising his wall here. Son Heung-min with the free kick. This is brilliant range. I don't like the look of this free kick. It just looks like perfect range for somebody of Son Heung-min's quality here. So watch out, because this could be going very devilishly close, but it's a good block by the wall. Nice, nice. And Greenwood just gets enough on it to clear it out. Yes, Pogba with the header. And now suddenly United are on the counter, are they? Greenwood, no. Bruno elects to just keep hold of it, and he plays a fantastic ball to Pogba. What's that all about? Pogba with the pass of the millennium. He plays in Rashford. Oh! And Rashford is just scuppered out by Sergio there. What a pass by Paul Pogba, man. Did you just see that pass? For a start, Bruno Fernandes' pass to Pogba is absolutely unreal. Pogba chests it, controls it, and plays in a volleyed, sprayed 40-yard pass, switching play up down to the left-hand side. Mesmeric football there. Bruno and Pogba connecting already. What a pass, yeah. Unbelievable. Both passes there. One from Bruno and one from Pogba. They were sick. Come on then. And just if Rashford had maybe controlled that touch a little bit better, he would have got in there. It was a bloody great pass. Yeah, great from Bruno, says Ardin Yansa Saputa. Nice one, says good Bruno. Alex says I love how Pogba is just like, let me just remind you real quick how good I am. I know. It's so true. It's so true. A happy, motivated Paul Pogba is a dangerous thing, to be fair. It is a dangerous thing. Spurs with a chance, though. Good bit of play by McTominay to boot that one away. And, yeah, surprised he's on the pitch, actually. I thought Matic came on for him. Who did Matic come on then for? I missed that. Looks like Eric Bailey's coming on the pitch as well. Now, there's going to be a change. So, Igalo came on for Marcio, and actually, Matic came on for Lindelof. So, I actually missed that, guys. I missed what happened there. I didn't realise that was the case. What happened with Lindelof? Thank you, Mikhail Kramer. He says, your commentary blows Sky and BBC out the water. Thank you very much for that, Mikhail. Spurs take the corner then. 86 minutes, 42 seconds gone. Crikey, man. This is tense. But even if it ends right now, I'll be pretty happy with the result. okay, the performance, especially in the first half, was not great, but we've got to be buoyed and we've got to be happy with the fact that we have shown a bit of resilience this second half, and like Pogba's coming. As soon as Pogba and Greenwood came on, we've actually looked very good. We have actually looked very good. And now Harry Kane with a free kick, though, for Spurs. Always got to watch out for him. He's standing over it now in a good area, quite a bit of distance, maybe 30 yards out. But you've always got to watch out for the class of Harry Kane here, to be honest. Right then, 87 minutes 37. The referee's about to blow the whistle for Harry Kane to take his free kick. He's just off centre, really, maybe about 30 yards out. And Harry Kane hits the free kick, but it's right at Manchester United's wall. And United clear it over the top of Spurs' backline, away out of danger. Hugo Lloris hoofs it back up the pitch then. There's 2 minutes of normal time left, just approaching 88 minutes. Wan-Bissaka then goes over to Harry Kane. He's mustering him, he's blocking him, and of course Aaron Wan-Bissaka, look at that defending by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's so damn good. He's just too physical and too good and reads the game too well. Ryan Berber-Spencer's match sharpness will come. Hey, look, to be honest with you guys, like, even though we were in better form before lockdown going in than Spurs were, you have to say that if we've navigated this game after being 1-0 down and go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a place we've never been before, with no crowd after 100 days of inactivity, and not lose, it's not the worst result in the world, is it? So it's a bit of a shame some of the performances individually in there, but we've got it together second half. And ultimately, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did make the right substitutions. Maybe not quite at the right time, but he did ultimately make the right substitutions. Batman Knight fan says, was a penalty big? I think it was definitely a penalty because he's hindered Paul Pogba at the end of the day from being able to get that final pass in. He's hindered him, man, through illegally touching him and giving him the Bob Backlund, crab arm. Here we go, Rashford plays the short one into Bruno. Oh, just not on the same wavelength there from Bruno. Another penalty, is it? Oh, it's another penalty to Manchester United. That's 89 minutes, 16 seconds gone. It's another penalty. And the Spurs players surrounding the ref, they cannot believe it. They cannot believe it. But let me tell you, lads and lasses, it's a fucking penalty to Manchester United in the 89th minute. Come on. Right, hang on. Let's see what happened here then. Rashford gives it to Bruno Fernandes and... That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Bruno wasn't even fouled, but let's just have a look. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry, but Bruno Fernandes has dived. It's not a pen. The VAR are looking at that. They can't give that as a penalty. Nah, Dyer's not touched him, really. They can't get that as a penalty, as much as I want it to be. That's not a penalty. Bruno's just fallen over. Oh, man. Such a shame. I thought we were going to get another penalty at the end of the game there, but the piss poor VAR has to come in and stitch us up, doesn't it? Yeah, they've overturned it. No penalty. Oh, no. So no penalty given, lads and lasses, but to be honest, it wasn't a penalty. Primoz has stamped his foot. I mean, he sort of did, but he didn't actually make any contact with Bruno Fernandes. It wasn't a penalty, and Jose Mourinho's disgusted either way. But it wasn't a penalty, guys. Let's be honest now. It wasn't a pen. It was too soft. He didn't even touch Bruno, really. 94 minutes, 46 seconds gone then. That would have been amazing, though, just to get that 2-1 victory, wouldn't it? And in the olden days, that one would have been given, and we'd have won this game right at the end. Ellie says, for F's sake. Gaz Elliott says, love you, Ellie. Ryan Berber-Spin says, fair enough, to be honest. Daniel says, where is Igalo? Igalo's up the top of the pitch there, yeah. Haven't seen a whole bunch of him so far, but there's 4 minutes of added time now, lads. Just so you know, it's 91 minutes, 15 seconds gone. So just under 4 minutes of stoppage time left, plus 5 minutes added time we had. 3.5 minutes left almost, so come on, United, don't melt this now. Spurs with a free kick and a chance here. We don't want to crumble this at the end. Harry Kane to Son Heung-min. Dodgy stuff when those two are combining always. And look, Spurs here, playing some football at the end. Wan-Bissaka tries to stand his ground. The shot does come on United's goal, but there's a block in there. Son Heung-min wins it back into the area, but Harry Maguire does well. Harry Maguire gives it to Rashford. Rashford, he does it tremendously to beat Sergio Aurier there, but oh no, Sergio Aurier's got the ultimate win. And he's taken it back off of Rashford here. And here comes Spurs. Harry Kane looking for that 1-2. Looking for the give and go. And Spurs come alive at the end here. You can sense that they want to snatch this game. They're desperate to snatch this game. They want the win at the end now. And Mason Greenwood playing very well, getting the ball. But no, he's given possession right away to Spurs, but the free kick's given. Nice one. Greenwood wins the free kick back, and United with the chance at the end of the game. So chance on the, hopefully, before the end of the game. A quick free kick on the halfway line by United. 92 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Oh! 92 minutes, 25 seconds gone. Here we go then. 1-1. Luke Shaw just does enough to put it out of play for a Spurs throw then. Spurs with a big quick throw then to Harry Kane, who gets his head up and plays a weak ball. Wan-Bissaka's there to mop it up. He surges forward, but just a little bit too much of a heavy touch. Bruno Fernandes is there to carry it on though. But he is challenged. Good bit of play by Sissoko, I think it is, just to take it off of Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Manny Slouflaki says, come on United. Roddy Can't Game says we need a sub-referee substitution. Matt Rush, thank you so much. Yeah, nice one, lad. Marshall Gralla says, sloppy end. And here comes Spurs again for the last couple of minutes here. 93 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Oh, crikey. It's been a bit of a roller coaster today. An emotional freaking roller coaster, lads and lasses. That's what I'm going to have to say. But finally, thankfully we have not lost. Well, there's a minute and a half left. It doesn't look like we're going to lose this game. Good bit of play by Greenwood there, bringing it out from the back. Oh, ball played into Rashford by Bruno Fernandes, looking for that final scything counter-attacking opportunity, but it's given away now. And here come Tottenham down the left for their last chance, and just doesn't run to it, can't be asked. Matt Rush says, fair result. Yeah, fair enough. I think you can't really argue with 1-1 in this game. It is a fair result. Both teams have looked quite sloppy. United won the first half of the first half and the second half of the second half. And that is what's done it. And I guess Spurs won the other parts of the game. So it is a fair result in my eyes. 45 seconds left then. But yeah, just want to say once again, shout out to you all for tuning in tonight and showing your support on this channel by hitting that like button and getting involved through the live chat. It's been a pleasure talking with all you bloody heroes and legends and legend dressers once again. So thank you to everybody that's joined in the fun tonight. And the fun isn't over because we're going to dissect the shite out of this game like a frog in biology class in a bit. There's going to be spleens all over the gaff. Metaphorically speaking. So, look, just make sure you don't go anywhere once this video's finished. Look for my other video, which is scheduled, which should just be a it should say Man United post-match reaction or something. Check out that stream after this one's finished. Mason Greenwood! Oh, Mason! With a chance at the end of the game. I just thought he was going to find that bottom left-hand corner. It looked destined for the lad. But he's made a tremendous effort from Mason there. Wan-Bissaka played him in. Mason Greenwood gets that half a yard. Tremendous play from him. And it's just beaten the far post as well. But crikey, that would have been a story right there, wouldn't it? That would have been a story right there. 30 seconds over the plus 5 minutes of added time. This really is our last chance now. But United with the last chance. Bruno with a shot from distance. Oh, man. And that is a country mile wide. And that's going to be the end of the game, everybody, isn't it? 95 minutes, 37 seconds. Got to be the end of the game there. And it looks like Solskjaer and Mourinho will have to share the spoils here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after the game back. 95 minutes, 47 minutes. They're going to, go on, give United one more chance here then. It looks like we've got, oh no, Hugo Lloris with a goal kick. My bad, I thought it was a corner. Anyway, he hoosted up the pitch. Surely the referee's going to put his whistle to his lips now and blow for the final whistle now. And there it is, everybody. United look deflated. United look disappointed right now because, in all actuality, the momentum was with us. The momentum was with United there to go on and win that game. But it's finished 1-1, everybody. That's the end of the game. Get in there. At least we got the equaliser. At least we didn't lose. Fucking get in there, my son. I'm loving it, to be fair. I think that, in all things considered, after playing the way we did, for the second half of the first half, it was atrocious. And, Hey, look at that. Jose and Juan Mata giving each other a cuddle there. And he's going to say hello and giving a fist bump to all the United players and staff. Fair play to you, Jose. You know, it's annoying, it's frustrating. We should have perhaps done better. You know, we could have won that game on another day. We really could have done. But that's football. You've got to just take it as it comes. And as it came, I think United set up a little bit wrong. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, perhaps... In hindsight, it's easy to say this, you know. It's easy to say he should have started Pogba. So, you know, but anyway, guys, we're going to get a lot more into it in the post-match show now. So thank you to everybody that's tuned into this watch-along live stream. It's been an absolute bloody pleasure. Do us a favour before you go. Smash that thumbs up button, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. We do Manchester United watch-alongs for every single game and all the big games in world football as well going forward. And we've got a lot of football coming thick and fast over the next few weeks. You can also check out the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, and also the website, flyingpigunited.com, and follow me on social media at Mr. Flying Pig HD or Flying Pig United on various different platforms. So thank you very much to you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Really, you know, a lot of fun. I'm just very glad that we got that equaliser, courtesy of a great bit of play by Pogba to win the penalty back and a fantastic penalty taken by Bruno Fernandes. Get in there, my son. We'll get into it, though. We'll dissect it. A little bit frustrating, but, you know, also some positives to take from it. We'll get into that for the post-match show, y'all. So you stick around for that. Look for that video, and I will see you very, very soon. Hey, everyone, thanks for watching. This is The Pig. Watch-alongs are back. Manchester United are back. Get in there, you beauty. Finally, we didn't lose it. It could have been worse, everyone. Let's try and salvage some positives here. Next game coming up, we'll be covering that on the channel too. So keep a lookout for it all, and I'll see you on the next one. This is The Pig. Thank you all for watching. Let me just give a few shout-outs at the end here to you legends that have taken your time to get involved and watch this stream. I'm looking at you, Martin Logan, Illa United, Ashes Ash, Primot, Gary Wells, Ruddy Can't Game, Jonathan Gallagher, Ultra Wizboy, Ryan Burberspin 9, Batman Nightfan, Gungshi, Ellie, Eagle, JP, Here's Snark, Ultra Wizboy again, Stever FC, Primot, Eddie O2, Jonathan Carlin, he says never miss it, Top Man Jonathan, Bjorn Lundberg, thank you Bjorn, Matty the Rushmeister, DJ Disco Dave, Tento Cisco, Ellie, so many bloody heroes tuning in today, so thank you so much, and if I didn't shout you out at the end there, you know, shout out to you. But yeah, get in, you beauties. We've equalised at least. We'll talk about it in a moment anyway. Give me 3 minutes and we'll be live on the other video. So look for that on my channel. But anyway, guys, have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. This is The Pig on Flying Pig United saying have a bloody good one. I'll see you on the next one. And come on, United. Oh, yes. Look at that. We've nearly hit 200 likes on the show tonight, everybody. Pretty sensational. Nearly 200 likes, everyone. So thanks for everybody that smacked that thumbs up button. That is sensational stuff from you all. We'll talk about the reaction and all the details of the game very shortly on the post-match show, so keep a lookout for that. This is just the Patreon credits to say thank you for all the patrons. If you want to have a look at that, you can check the description if you want to help support the channel. And also, Tier 2 channel members appear on this list also. So thank you to everybody who does that, and also we've got to add Tom Jackson and Sammy Hopkins to this list too. Bunch of heroes. So you have a bloody good one, guys. Thanks for watching the watch along. The next one will be back, of course, for the next United game, but we might even do one for another Premier League game over the weekend. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll let you know on my social media. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Flying Pig HD, on Instagram too. You have yourself a classy evening. This is The Pig. I'll see you later, and come